for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM. Tara na't simulan ng inyong umaga sa mga magagandang refleksyon tungkol sa ating buhay at pananampalataya. Kasama sina Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle ng Manila, Father J. Boy Gonzales at Father Nono Alfonso ng Kapisanan ni Jesus, Father Khalil Yamado ng Manila Cathedral, at Binibining Risa Singson Kaupeng ng Light of Jesus Community dito sa Kapit Pandasal sa radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM. The Jesuit Hour. Get to know the Jesuits. Discover their spirituality, their history, their ministries. The Jesuit Hour. Anything Jesuit, everything Jesuit. The Jesuit Hour.
Countrymen, lend me your ear.
Do you long for a good spiritual read? Or for literature that not only feeds the mind, but nourishes the soul as well? Do you want to be inspired, feel positive and hopeful about life? Then read The Windhover, the official magazine of the Jesuits in the Philippines. Written by Jesuits and their lay partners, The Windhover features real stories about the Jesuits and their various ministries. Be inspired. Be blessed. Subscribe to The Windhover. For inquiries, call the Philippine Jesuit Aid Association at telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892. Once again, Philippine Jesuit Aid Association, telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892.
Kaibigan, alam mo na ba kung anong dapat gawin upang iwasan at sugpuin ang COVID-19? Iwasang hawakan ng bibig, mata at ilong. Laging maghugas ng kamay gamit ang sabon at tubig sa loob ng 20 segundo. Linisin ang mga bagay na palaging hinahawakan. Kumain ng balanse at masusustansyang pagkain. Matulog ng sapat, huwag magpupuyat. Stay home. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at radyo-katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates. Radyo-Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo-Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Jescom Music Ministry, your daily dose of inspiration. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang Socio-Political Apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
Get your daily dose of inspiration through our music. Follow Jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music in YouTube.
Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM.
And there was another drive-by shooting.
The fire we reported at Noel Fire Hall is still burning out.
Do you sometimes feel confused or lost in the complications and complexities of life? Do you feel drained, listless, or exhausted from the daily burdens and responsibilities? Why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our Campus Ministers on Air. Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM. We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at radyo-katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates.
Jesuit Music Ministry, your daily dose of inspiration. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, katipunan, radyo, katipunan, radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, katipunan. Voice of the Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, radyo, katipunan, radyo, radyo, katipunan, radyo, katipunan, katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, katipunan, radyo, katipunan.
All caps, mga Atenista! It's time to level up! Your top variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM.
Level up.
Paulit-ulit kang nagplano.
Paulit-ulit ngunit lagi din naman nababago. Wag mo na kayang palampasin, wag na wag mo na kayang palampasin, wag na wag mo na kayang patagalin, tinanaw mo na gawin mo na. Lumilipad hanggang ulap, tumiting ka.
And already all the best today on Level Up. We talk to OPM icons, and when we say icons, we really mean that people who have left indelible marks in our lives. So, with different milestones, isa anniversary celebration, yung isa despedida. Different turning points na I'm sure we'll learn a lot from them. We start with what Moy christened as the OPM Eternal Sweetheart. Mamaya tignan natin yung reaction niya kung ano yung reaction niya dun sa title na yun. So OPM Eternal Sweetheart, who served as the singer of many a soundtrack of our lives. A musician, a lyricist, a songwriter, lahat-lahat na pinasok niya at marami pa siyang na-discover ngayong pandemic. Yun din, part-time actress, host, an alumna of St. Teresa's College Manila, Assumption College of San Lorenzo. We celebrate her 40 years in the music industry. We're happy to have Miss Joey Albert back here on Level Up. Hello, Joey!
Oh my gosh, hi. Just
How
so
are
nice
you,
to see
OPM Eternal Sweetheart?
Oh my gosh.
40 years after your entry in the industry. Anong feeling?
Si Moy talaga?
At least may title na, di ba? May mga Divine Diva, may mga ganon. Ikaw talaga, OPM's Eternal Sweetheart. Ano yung
Honestly,
pakiramdam na parang Joey Albert still relevant and will always be relevant?
It's phenomenal. Alam mo, hindi ko ma-explain. Hindi ko ma-explain.
That's
Kasi
true.
parang dati tintingalaan ko yung mga taong gano'n.
Yes.
People like Johnny Mathis.
Yes.
Mga hindi nawawala. Tony Bennett. Uuka-uka na. Pero si Tony Bennett pa rin siya, diba?
Yes.
You know, I want to be a combination of Frank Sinatra and Johnny Mathis, Tony Bennett, Audrey Hepburn, Princess Diana. Yun ang gusto ko.
Ang galing. Oo.
All my life, I've just lived to make a mark talaga. And you know, I may not have been the best in like the best in.
Wag ganyan. No,
Pero
you
alam
touch
mo,
our lives differently.
That's it. That's the whole point of the 40 years. How does it feel after 40 years? I measure myself after 40 years. You know, as anyone would. Like, kunyari daw ikaw, after 25 years of whatever, you kind of look back and measure, labas mo yung tape measure mo, di ba? Measure yourself. And then you think about, what am I measuring myself against?
Yeah.
So, ano yung magiging yardstick ng measurement?
Galing.
And I've decided that the yardstick of my measurement will not be how well I sang, how many awards I garnered, what titles I received, because I did not receive any.
Meron na, from the start, it was Dream Girl
Ay,
Philippines.
Dream Girl pala.
But
that
that's
wasn't for
something
my
you worked
singing.
for. Yes.
But the yardstick that looking back 40 years after all the joys and even the pains, alam mo, marami akong tinagong intriga na hindi ko nilalabas sa dyaryo. Keep it to yourself, di ba?
Yeah.
And that's how you last 40 years.
Yes.
By keeping everything to yourself. So the yardstick becomes your discipline, your hard work, your integrity.
That's true.
And your honesty in your craft.
And
the major yardstick to measure against the relationships.
That's true. The reality of good relationships is what
along
will
the
stay.
way. Yes.
That's true. And the reason why I'm excited is that this whole program, a tribute to you, is a measure of love. That's a reason why I invited someone who's really just close to you and who's regarded as your historian, who's regarded as president, nandito siya. So, let's welcome. I hope he's here already. James, put him in. Nandito siya kasi wala kang kawala pag siya yung nagtanong. Ayan na. See, hello, Wendell. How are you? He's a good friend, good common friend na wala kang lusot pag nagkwento ka ng mga keeper of your stories. The stories behind your songs and behind your life. Wendell, hello.
Surprise, Joey.
Hello.
Surprise. Hello, good afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
So,
We were just chatting kanina.
Noel,
Nag-message ako
thank
sa
you, my
Facebook.
yes. We've planned this kasi, Joey. Parang ako, hindi ka naman showbiz eh. Parang, you're in show business, but most of your stories are relatable. And talaga kami ni Wendell, sabi namin, we relate to her songs because her stories are very real, no? So, but Wendell, how do you know Joey? Paano kayo nagkakilala?
Yung sister-in-law niya, si Carla Pasis, was my co-teacher in the English department. But I've been a Joey Albert fan since I was in college. Pina-follow. I used to watch yung first 2 concerts niya sa bawa yung sa Ultra, yung second. Nandun ako sa pinakaitaas. I was literally million miles away. So, to be her friend is something that it gives me some. But I'm very grateful na naging magkaibigan. Pero I was a fan.
Keeping in touch at this time is something we treasure. Di ba? Parang, during the pandemic, yun yung realization natin, yung mga kaibigan nating pinakamamahal. During the pandemic, tinatawagan natin, no? Parang yun. And Joey has become more productive during the pandemic, di ba?
Yes. In fact, at the height of the pandemic, Joey has been very busy raising money for kahit yung raising funds for the priests and also yung mga community pantries in Bacolod and in Metro Manila and Marikina. And she does not take credit for it. She does not.
Ayan yung ayaw niyang sabihin, kaya dapat ikaw yung magsasabi.
So now I'm saying it. She has raised millions. Millions. Maybe 4 to 6 to 10 million. With the past year alone, it's probably around the vicinity of 5 million. Kasi binibilang ko
my God.
Yung how many times she has been these live concerts, and then plus. Sabi ko parang roughly about 5 million siguro. And she does not take credit for that.
Pero here, para lang tayo nag-uusap sa sala natin, Joey, ikaw, ano yung effect sa'yo ng pandemic? Wendell has talked about it, but
pandemic, I'll show
modest. You're so modest para sabihin yung mga ganyang tulong mo, pero how productive? And we saw you're being productive.
Okay, let's be stripped. I will strip myself down. In the pandemic, I locked myself in I turned my daughter's room into this.
Okay. Ang ganda
I'm in my daughter's room.
Yeah.
I put a little picture there and a little IKEA picture there. Here's my microphone. And this is my little world.
My wife.
I sit here and every Saturday night and I sing songs to all my friends.
Yes.
It's called Joey's Jams. And I just sing for them. Kahit na anong kanta. I don't think I've ever run out of songs yet.
Yeah nga.
And I just sing for them. And then also here in this room is where Dear Joey happens.
Yes.
So Dear Joey was born out of a friend of mine, Kim Well. We were having lunch and he said, I've always wanted to do a Dear Helen, Dear Ate Helen column. And I said, but I want to do it with music. And this Kim Well, who's a techie guy, said, why don't you do it online? I said, oh, okay. And so I have and so when Kim Well and I were talking about that, nakwento ko kay Vivian Resio, my manager. And Vivian said, i-market natin yan. So ayun na, nanganak na yung Dear Joey.
Ang ganda.
And there's more.
Parang yung pagiging singer ng soundtrack ng buhay namin, natuloy mo through Dear Joey, no? Parang yun nga, Dear Ate Helen, Dear Charo, ngayon may Dear Joey. And you have your showbiz friends, di ba, launching it? Ang dami.
Yeah, well, Dear Joey, I don't really give advice. Basta they write me a letter, tapos kung ano I just pick a song na parang magpapahimas ng loob nila.
Ito, ayun. Because music heals. Kasi yun naman talaga, no? During the pandemic, yun yung nakatulong sa atin. Ngayon, eto na, Joey, kailangan mong sabihin yung mga stories behind the songs. Ngayon si Wendell, kaya nandyan din si Wendell kasi bibigyan namin yung top 5 Joey Albert songs na gusto namin, tapos sasabihin mo yung stories, pero magsisimula sa'yo. If you are to choose, kunyari, the 5 most memorable songs in your catalog, ano yung hindi kasha sa 5 yan. Pero ano yung 5? And then let us hear your stories. Okay, ikaw muna bago ako din si Wendell. Go.
Ang hirap before Joey starts.
Yeah.
It's so hard because Joey had more than 25 really memorable songs na
true.
Radio or commercial or artistic hits. So it's hard to choose 5. So if we'd like to hear from her.
Daanan natin ano yan. Go Joey, ikaw.
Is it Blanc, just from the common ones that they hear?
No, kahit hindi. Yun nga yung mas magandang malaman the stories behind the songs that spoke to you, yung mga ipinilit mo sa album kahit hindi nag-hit. Oh yeah.
Marami tayong pinilit sa album. Well, syempre ikaw lang mamahalin will always be one of the most memorable because Louie and I wrote that for my father and my sister when they both passed away, and talagang parang I still remember where we were, Louie and I, when he played it on the piano. We were in the I don't know what we were doing there. We were in the auditorium of St. Teresa's. I think we were guesting for one of the alumni shows. And he was in the side playing the piano. And I was like, uy, ganda yan. And then it just nanganak. But it's really born out of, he was also very close to my sister. So we were having a hard time with that. And
goosebumps lang, Joey, because you mentioned that as his first relevant song. You have to say condolences to our friend Louie Campos that just passed on. No?
Yes, we condolence. I know how much you loved your dad.
At sabi natin na parang hinintay lang talaga yung birthday.
Yeah, I remember you were saying parang he just waited for Louie's birthday on June 21. Diba? But I sent my mass card na to Louie, and I just hope that he's surrounded by his friends. Marami naman friends si Louie, and just surround yourself.
Nasa Australia now with family.
Surround yourself with all the love of your family and friends, Louie, because I have to also say I wish I was I really wish I could be of more help to Louie, because many things happened with Louie. And there's all these stories and all that, and there's all these feelings and all that. But
ganda na feelings, Wendell, kinikilig.
But despite
I cannot say much,
why? No, I want to ask.
Lagot ka kay Carla.
Because I want to ask about the Baguio Barkada. You have a Baguio Barkada, remember? Of Noel Ferrer, Denise Belen, and all.
But I just have to say, kasi when my mom died, Louie came, because Louie was close to my mom and Boogie, my niece. There was a time after my sister and my father both died, my world was just really mommy and Boogie, and I had to take care of both of them, and Louie was there. And so when mommy died, it was really such a touching surprise for me that he came, and I will always cherish that and always be thankful for that. Now, despite of whatever feelings, and he put aside everything just to come and pay tribute to my mom, and that's so important, and that's why I'm offering as many masses as I can for him to do.
Galing.
Yun lang yung kaya kong gawin.
Okay, that's okay na. Okay yan. But Joey, talk about the Baguio Barkada of Janine, Noel, Louie. Who else were part of that?
That's a Baguio Barkada. That's a Valle Verde Barkada.
Valle Verde Barkada. Who? Sino yan?
Janice, Roel, Gary, Angeli, Louie, and myself. So we would hang out in Valle Verde 5. I think it was Cauliflower Street yata yung bahay ni Janice. And tapos wala pa masyadong bahay doon. There's a basketball court across. Doon lang kami nag-hangout. Hapon-hapon. Ewan ko ba, di kami naubusan ng gagawin doon. Yeah.
I'm sure may mga kantang lumabas doon. Pero sige, ikaw lang mamahali number 1. Number 2 song.
May kantang lumabas talaga doon.
I know, it's over now.
Ang galing.
Janice de Belen song. Okay.
Trivia, Wendell. Saan
Okay,
nabuo?
trivia.
Saan
Saan
nabuo?
nabuo? Okay, Wendell, ikaw na ang trivia king dyan.
Saan nabuo yung chorus nung It's Over Now?
Okay.
Hindi ko na maalala.
Ayan na.
I forgot.
Sa shampoo. Remember, I made you kwento sa shampoo.
Yes, yes.
Shampoo ako.
Yes.
Okay.
Every time she
Wendell.
puts me on the spot, nakakalimutan ko. One time she was having a show, tapos biglang tumakbo siya sa akin to put I know all her songs, but when she makes me sing it live in a concert sa Music Museum.
Lagot. But then you wrote with Janice, di ba? So, what happened there? Was it her
Janice,
heartbreak?
It was a poem by Janice.
Okay.
Tapos one of those days in the basketball court, in her house, she pulls out this notebook and it's full of poems.
Quotation queen si Janice noon, di ba?
Yeah, it's full of poems. And I'm like, uy, ganda nito ah. Kaya nga, iwi ko. Kasi, and then, I had a show that na, nagpapashampoo ako. Tapos,
Yes.
bumalik yung ano. No,
para kanino yon? Was that Adam
Bala na, it's over now naman eh.
So who is that?
Yeah, we should guess Janice and ask.
Okay, game. So, It's Over Now came out of that Barkada. What else? Third significant song.
Wendell.
Ikaw, may list kami mamaya.
May list kayo? Okay, mine.
May list ako eh.
There's a song called Sana'y Malaman na Niya that I really love.
Okay.
Alam na kaya, na la 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 la, na 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 na, di ko naman basta masabi sa kanya. Parang this girl is, may crush siya dun sa guy pero di niya masabi. So it's called Sana'y Malaman na Niya. Parang,
kanino yon?
Wala lang.
Okay.
No, as a songwriter kasi Joey puts herself in a person.
Vicarious.
So she thinks of composites, not just her own experience, but I think she probably learned from some of the great Filipino songwriters that she worked with. Not just me, but even Jose Marie Chan, Paredes, who from working with these people, Joey was able to have yung parang benchmarking ba, to be able to determine kung ano yung many of them are not just from personal experiences but from the experiences of people they knew and then they put it together.
Ang seal of quality, no? Nandun talaga. So sana malaman niya. Sino, ano pa? Pang-apat? Hirap, no?
Oh my gosh, you talaga. Yeah, I can't think. But I really love it.
It's so hard.
Pero kami nga, prepared kami ni Wendell.
Prepared kayo. Ang daya, hindi nyo ako.
Okay lang yan. So parang at least mas natural. So magaling sa
you know, I really like, there was a song. Well, I really like Million Miles Away.
Yeah.
Moy is here.
Nandito na si Moy. Sige, go Moy. Pasok lang. We're talking about the top 5. The top 5 Joey Albert songs. So, na-favorite and we're asking her about the stories behind those songs. So, Million Miles Away is also in my list, Joey. Robert
Really? Wait, I love this night.
Okay.
Hi, Pangga. Million Miles Away.
Hi, Pangga.
And I'm very excited for a new song that Mr. Million Miles Away has given me. It's in the works also now. It's an old song that he gave to a choir, and then he made me listen to it, and I just fell in love with it. It's a
40 years later.
Yes, this is the new 40 years na.
Oh my God! So Million Miles Away.
I'm excited for that. Million Miles Away, and then there was this one song that Sunny Ilacad, I think, I'm pretty sure he's the one that produced it for Octo Arts. It's a song in my first album called Say Your Mind. You remember that, Wendell?
That's my top 5, yes.
Oh,
that's in your top 5 also? See?
Okay.
I like
and
that.
then, no, that's a story behind that song.
Wala lang. It was just one of those songs given. And but the sad story about that song is I was pushing for it. It's one of those songs that I was pushing for. And you know, dati kasi wala kang 100% say.
That's true.
Right, Moy?
Moy knows that. Moy
ang recording company ang may say. But it's true.
Yes. Pero ngayon, dahil social
they have to.
media, yeah.
But they have to choose because, they're the ones producing the album. So they know their market, the producer knows the market. So parang me, it was a personal choice. And they said, yeah, no, it's nice, but we just don't feel it's commercial enough. Pero, so nasad ako doon. Pero
it foreshadowed the acoustic trend. That's how I teach it in my
galing.
in pop culture classes.
Beautiful. Tapos ka na, Joey, ng 5 mo. Pero marami pa yun mamaya.
Okay.
But yun nga, ang swerte mo kasi yung unang song mong na-release over and over, ibang klase, Jerry Paraiso na agad.
Jerry Paraiso.
Paano ka nakakuha ng kanta kay Jerry Paraiso?
Because he was our musical director in Minstrels. Third generation, it was Jerry Paraiso was our musical director.
Ang swerte mo doon. Kasi yun, over and over. But of course, yun nga, okay, the story behind the song, Tell Me. Sabi mo, hindi niyo heartbreak song ni Louie yon. Of course, that's everyone's favorite and it's your anthem. So
I didn't do it.
Okay, Alan Aike and Louie Ocampo. And it was your first song na, first hit, major hit na parang, masaya kayo ni Louie when you did that, no?
Yeah, it was for the girlfriend before me.
Okay. Okay daw, Moya, kahit ano nasagot ni Joey ngayon. So that song. So, yun. And
I think he also said that in one of his shows.
Okay. So maganda.
He said it naman.
So my choice is Tell Me, Million Miles Away, kasama sa list. Ikaw lang ang mamahalin, sinabi mo na rin yung story. Ito, iisa pa lamang is a major good song. So, by Joey Reyes and Danny Tan. What's the story behind that? Tinanong ko si Direct Joey, it was for a love. A love! Yun daw. Yun, ang maganda. Buti na lang ikaw yung kumanta kasi ang dami yatang pinagdaanan nung kantang yon.
Who ba? Alam ko lang.
Honor. For the movie, The Greatest Performance of My Life, a movie that she directed, but it could not be, ang daming problema nung movie, hindi siya na-release.
Leveling, kapatid. Di ba talaga? Superstar and Joey Albert. And Moy, we adapted na your title. You said OPM's Eternal Sweetheart. Yun, kine-claim na natin na si Joey yun. And then, my last, of course, you know that, Only a Memory by Rina Caniza and Luis Dos. So, sinabi ni Wendell, ang trivia dyan, she was nominated in the Awit Awards for 2 songs. So, ano yung kalaban nito, Wendell?
Iisa pa lamang was up against Only a Memory, but iisa pa lamang was the more popular. In fact, during Awit Awards, wearing a red terno, Joey sang iisa pa lamang. Everybody was expecting iisa pa lamang because it was the bigger hit. Although the one was also a hit. Tapos bilang niya, the winner is Joey Albert for Only a Memory. Happily surprised pa rin. Ako, natuwa ako dun because the 2 guys are young composers eh.
Yes.
What I liked about Joey in the first 2 Dyna LPs were she gave opportunities for young composers long before they made it big.
Galing.
That's the album of Brief Encounters. I did an album, Brief Encounters, and walang naging hit sa song na yon actually. Walang hit na no hit was born out of the song. It was not promoted out of the album. Yeah, but what was born out of that album
were really gems. Yeah,
when new composers, because that was the first album where Rina Caniza was worked.
Yes.
Trina Bellamide.
Trina, yes.
Trina Bellamide.
Yes.
Christine Bendabel.
Yes.
Lavinia.
Monette. Silvestre. I remember I invited them all to come to Metro Club. We had a meeting. And I said, this album is dedicated to young composers and I want all your songs.
So siya pala yung elements mo eh. May elements music camp ka dyan. Tapos yun, nagpagawa ka sa mga batang composers. Ang galing.
It did not create a hit for me, but it created hit composers and it created hits for the whole industry. And for me, that's even bigger.
But Joey was no longer around to promote it so
no more.
Pero okay lang, parang immortal songs.
Moy, di ba Rina and Luigi also wrote Everlasting Love? Sila ba?
With me, yes.
Ang galing. And Rina Caniza was the one who wrote the lyrics of Jo Marie Chan's biggest Christmas hit. Siya ba yun?
Yes.
Siya yun, di ba? Yung Christmas in Our
Yes.
Hearts. Okay. So, mamaya na si historian Wendell magbibigay ng top 5. Siya na lang yung last. Boy, ikaw, the top 5 Joey Albert songs. Sige, go.
Pasensya na. Noel, I thought that sabi mo to come into the show at 3:45, so I'm watching your show. And usually, when we have a Zoom, they put me like backstage or in the wings. But when your producer put me in, I'm in the show. So, Professor Kapili and Joey, my apologies for the intrusion, and Noel.
No.
You're so casual lang here.
Casual.
Very casual.
Lang na tayo na sa sala mo, but we're like getting a lot of stories from Joey. What are your 5 most favorite Joey Albert songs?
Wow, I'm not prepared, but this is easy
I
because
wasn't prepared also.
Okay.
I wasn't. No, but it's your catalog. By the way, Rina Caniza is watching right now, and so are Gino Cruz is watching right. Songwriters.
He texted me.
I know. Well, truth be told, isang aminan session. I know this is all about Joey, and we are here to honor her. But way before that, sorry galing, laking Bacolod ako, and we were into jazz. And during the 70s, when you would say OPM or yung mga, well, some people in Bacolod will look down on OPM dahil ay baduy or pang masa. But you know, the reason why I bring that up is because it's a certain type of OPM that really gave me the paradigm shift in how I loved, viewed, and now the way I am championing kami ni Noel and everyone here in this forum, how we adore and champion OPM. And one of those purveyors that changed my viewpoint is Joey. Definitely Joey's music. Yeah, because Joey, what year did Tell Me come out?
1983.
Di ba yun 82?
3 or 4?
83.
Ano ba?
I believe so.
No, 82, tapos sumikat ng 83.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
You sang it in Martin's show 83 October.
Oh, may story
But it became popular 84. Sa Penthouse with Pops and Martin. It had a different title then.
I am not worthy.
That's good. No, okay.
Joey, you must cherish Professor Kapili. You know why?
With all my heart.
You know why? This is a memoir in the making, Joey.
Yeah.
This is a book.
That's it. The story.
You know what I call him? I call him Wiki Wendell.
It's like Professor Kapili has an encyclopedic knowledge of your career and your life. It's amazing. It's very flattering.
You know,
well,
the first time I met him, I sat down and I saw my life flash before my eyes. Listening to him.
Konti lang may ganyan, Joey, sa OPM.
He knows intricate things about my career that I forgot.
So tell
it's a book. Tell me, because yung kwento nga ni Professor Kapili, the first time I saw you was that, because super fan of Penthouse, and you know, there was this like new batch of OPM artists na who could speak well, who were socialin, and this is not to dishonor the batch before you, but it was a different batch. So this was Pops, Martin, you, and Jaya, sabay-sabay kayo. And the OPM, I'm sorry.
Very approachable. Yung pwede mo silang makausap, ma-engage.
Well, quite aspirational for me kasi ako galing probinsya.
Okay.
So, you know, they look good, they came from good schools, they spoke well. The music that they put out, the OPM music, was not meant to pander to the Bakya or the Baduy crowd. They just did music that they listened to, that they liked. And Joey's catalog was part of that really super paradigm shift. And it's because of you, Joey, that you, Odette, Quesada, Jose Marichan, Louis Ocampo. It's that type of OPM that even molded and shaped the way how I turned out as a songwriter. It's your music. It's really your music. So tell me,
di ba, Moy?
sorry?
Hindi sumisigaw, hindi pa calling attention to herself.
Hindi ako marunong kasi hindi ako marunong.
Well, Joey, I can relate to that because the type of music that I really like, kasi I think more or less, hindi tayo magka-age pero we're in the same box, age box. We came from, the 70s, we like singer-songwriters, the Carly Simons, the James Taylors. So definitely. So it wasn't really about ego, look ma, what I can do with my vocal instrument. It is, and this is how I even view music now with my group and myself. It's about serving the song. And that this is one of the things that Joey Albert has taught all of us here in the OPM industry is that, if you, Joey, you know how to serve a song. You have very good instincts in terms of choosing a song, artist, and repertoire. That's a very, very difficult skill. And you are, aside from you, Odette, and Jamie Rivera, one of the very few women who built contemporary OPM catalog. Konti lang kayo, Joey. So, you really have to be proud of this legacy, and it's very timely that you are celebrating your 4th decade in the industry. You are blessed with, kayo ni Basil at ng Apo. Konti lang kayo ang may katalogong hit after hit after hit. Yeah. So this isn't about what the vocal instrument can do. This is about touching hearts.
That's true.
Because memories and music. I was just watching the Netflix documentary last night. This is Pop, and it talked about Boys to Men.
Yeah.
And of course, there was a time when the boy bands NSYNC and Backstreet Boys did their formula, and because they were white, medyo nalos ang Boys to Men. But there was a certain line there that said, once you have touched the soundtrack of that person in that seminal moment in their life, they'll never let you go. And this is what Joey Albert has done to our lives.
Oh, tell me, what else? 4 more, Moy.
Oh. I watched, Joey, you performed with an orchestra at the main theater of the concert of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. You sang the song Without You. Who wrote that song?
Galing.
Louis wrote that song.
Galing.
That one, you sang it so well. Your spirit and your performance was really soaring with the orchestra at the CCP. I just really fell in love with that Without You.
Galing. And not only for a person.
I didn't forget that. Yes.
It can also be a faith song, di ba? A song for the Lord. Ang ganda.
Ayaw nga, no? You can look at it through a different lens. Galing, Noel. Ang galing mo sa ganyan.
Honestly, it was a song for the Lord. Sorry, Louis. I hope Louis doesn't get upset.
I know, okay.
No.
Yeah.
Really, Joey, Without You.
I don't know if this is an intimate thing that he has to. So I hope I'm not.
No, I mean at our ages, we call a spade a spade.
Yes. At may levels ng meaning.
Okay, I won't go in. I won't go. But this was
to the details.
This was written by Louis and his friend when he was in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Studying in Berkeley. And this is what I know, this is what I remember. And this is he was all by himself. He was so alone. He was bago lang siya doon, all by himself.
Oh, wow.
And I know, I seem to remember him saying something about he was in church.
Oh, wow.
Galing.
Because he was so
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
That's another one. That's another. Yeah.
And I seem to remember him saying, he thought he saw a man.
Oh. to God.
He thought he saw a man in a robe or a shadow, and then, but when he looked at it, but when he turned to get a better look, the man was gone. And I think whether it was a man or not, he said because he was in the church and it was parang a message to him that,
without you. Yeah. Galing.
Galing, Joey.
It made him realize kahit siya yung kung wala siya, wala lahat ito, diba?
Definitely. So that's another one, that's another item for Wendell's memoir sa'yo.
Third song.
Galing. Okay, so we have Tell Me, we have Without You. Of course, the one written by your ninong, Jose Marie Chan. I Remember the Boy. I mean, that song is perfection. One of the, Jose Marie Chan, I spoke about him also yesterday. I was waxing poetic because in 73 when he wrote Can We Stop and Talk a While, I thought it was an imported group, I thought it was an imported group. I thought it was the Carpenters and all. So that I Remember the Boy really moved me. And then Joey, di ba tayo, one of our first biggest music heroes is Burt Bacharach, right?
Yes.
So in 1977, when Burt Bacharach had a slump in his career after he had a bad split up with Hal David, he was writing songs on his own, and he put out this album called Futures. And in Futures, there is this song that never became a hit worldwide, but in Bacolod it did. The title is No One Remembers My Name. Do you know that song, Joey?
No one remembers my name. Yeah, I think so.
No one remembers my name. It's about going back to your past.
Sander Sager ba yun? Hindi.
I believe, I'm not sure. No. That came after now, when he had a relationship with her. Well, anyway, the reason why I bring up Bacharach's No One Remembers My Name is because there is a line in Iisa Pa Lamang.
Oh my God.
When you go, ang nakalipas, di maaring balikan. And, I grew up in Bacolod, kwento ko sa inyo. And like in the mid-90s, I decided to visit my childhood home. And when, I took a cab, it was raining, I went to the old subdivision, and it felt different, the house looked different, and it kept on ringing in my ear, your line and your song, Ang Nakalipas Di Maring Balikan, because we can't live in the past. It's just, music and memories are just there with you, but to literally go back to it, you can't do that. You have to move on.
Music is the only thing that can take you back to that
Right.
time.
It's a time machine.
Oh, yes.
Correct.
Ibang klase yung Iisa Pa Lamang kasi parang, poetic, and then it captured yung the dynamics of a lost love. Hindi mo nasabi nga hindi maaring balikan, pero yung alaala, yung memory niya, napaka-specific.
But I have to credit Rudy Lozano for that song.
The late Rudy Lozano.
So you were working with greats. Talagang ang gagaling ng ako nga, swerte mo, Joey, you work with the best people in the industry.
Amen.
But these people, I only work with these people because there was love. I didn't.
That's true.
I never worked with anyone that I hired.
Ang galing nun.
Kasi sa professional to, i-hire ko to para gawin ako ganito.
Ang galing.
Okay.
Ang galing.
No, everything was just happened to be. Rudy happened to be there. It was so funny. Si Rudy is a full circle because when I joined Minstrels in 1981, di ba? Wendell, si Rudy yung doon.
Yes.
And pinagtsatsagaan ako ni Rudy. After ng set, pagtsatsagaan ako niyan. Kasi may sakit ako noon. Ang sakit ko sharp.
Okay.
Sharp. I always sing sharp. Because
pero at least aware ka doon. Meron iba hindi aware na nasa sharpness
na. Hindi ako aware. Si Rudy ang nagsabi ng hindi ako aware. Kasi in club, I was alto.
Okay.
And then they were trying to push me up to a soprano. So sumisipa. You know what I mean? Sumisipa
You overpush. You overpush.
Sumisipa. So, ito yung solution ni Rudy. At saka nagtsasagayan after ng set. Ito yung nota on his guitar. Kasi hindi ko talaga makuha. Sabi niya akong bulak. Bulak, cotton.
Oh. And then?
Sabi niya, pasok mo yun sa tenga mo. Pag kumakanta ka sa set, pasok mo yung bulak sa isang para marinig mo sarili mo.
Wow.
Oh.
So for several months, I was singing with the cotton in my ear. Nobody knows this.
Another one for the book.
It worked, no? Okay, Moy, 5th song.
Of course, points of view, because yun nga, sabi nga ni Wendell, that's that time na kwento ko sa inyo na paradigm shift with how I viewed OPM. You did a duet with your label mate in Octo Arts, Pops, and you know, you're from Assumption, Pops is from IS, so it's like the socials have invaded the OPM, and I like it. I liked it. And it has a very, hold on. It has a very David Foster feel and palo to it. So,
Freddy Santos.
Freddy Santos.
Oh, the late. We'll just lost it.
Campo, yeah.
I like that, Joey, ang kwento mo sa amin dito ngayong hapon, that the way you built your catalog and career was not super premeditated and manipulative. It was very organic, that you just worked with friends and you came up with OPM music that inadvertently became eternal classics. How nice.
That's
How
true.
nice.
Parang hindi na plano, well, it was directed towards that, but parang hindi heavy-handed. Like
But there's one thing Wendell knows.
Yeah.
But there's one thing Wendell knows is that nothing was planned.
Yeah, Noel, because you know, yun nga sabi ng aming kaibigan ni Joey na the late Margot Gallardo. Edith is watching, my writing partner.
Hi, Edith.
We can all just write and work, create music, but at the end of the day, when you release that song, it's like flying a kite. You don't know if the kite will soar or if it fall to the ground. But Joey's catalog has been, you know, blessed with so many, with a flotilla of kites that float up and up.
Because I have been blessed with good people.
That's true.
Alam mo, Joey, ano lang yan, good karma.
That's true.
Wala kang mga sinagasaan sa industriya. Wala kang inape. So, good karma, you know, that's what I believe.
At loyal yung mga kaibigan ni Joey, sina
Super.
Willie, sina Bangares Pacotsaga, si Tita D, parang yan, lahat sila.
Si Babsi Molina.
Babsi
Is she watching, Babsi?
Yan nandyan. O Wendell, ikaw na. Tapos na kami ni Moy ng 5 songs. Go.
I'll talk about yung favorites ko na hindi na-mention ng mga tao.
Okay, game.
I think people should know.
Alam mo
For me, number one is Cecil Azarcon Picasso composed Goodbye. I think it's in Touch of Love LP.
Oh.
It's a beautiful song that was not... Ang daming songs ni Joey na sumikat, roughly 25 to 30. But there were others na hindi sumikat masyado. Pero ang gaganda, if you listen to it, they could have been promoted and they could have been bigger hits. One of them was Stay Your Mind. But Goodbye is very... It touched me so much, pero hindi promote. Number 2 is Manuling Francisco's Sayo Lamang, which became a hit. But it was released at a time when Joey was already overseas. She was supposed to give up her career. No more na. Full-time housewife na, Canada na, tas surviving cancer na. All of a sudden, this song became a big hit pagkatapos nanalo pa ng mga awards. Pati Met Film Festival Best Song.
Yes.
At a time when she was already in Canada recuperating from cancer. Full-time housewife adjusting sa pagiging full-time housewife and mother. And you know,
so what was God trying to say?
Na parang you never leave the industry, no? Parang
she never left.
Yeah.
She won. In fact, she didn't even know that. Sometime later on, we would discuss. Sabi ko, nanalo ka nung 90 ganito, ganyan. She was away. She didn't know that some of her songs won prizes.
Ang galing.
Artists. The songs that she had written lyrics for. Number 3 is probably, people don't know that Paula Luz, before she passed away, she with the Joey Albert Dinah LP, yung How Can I Make You See. It's a beautiful song.
Make you
Kaya lang natabunan ng isa pa lamang, tsaka Only a Memory, tsaka Roses in the Rain.
Roses in the Rain, yeah.
Oo,
nakamix rin yun.
Oo, so hindi, these are all beautiful songs that had radio and commercial marks. So yung How Can I Make You See, may magandang song pero medyo natabunan, but it could have been promoted. Every song in that Joey Albert album could have been a big hit kung na-promote siya as singles actually. And
with
then
the composers.
the fourth one was a Joey Albert composition in the Joey Dinah LP. It's called Paano Sasabihin.
Yes.
It's a beautiful song, and I don't want to ask Joey if it was meant for somebody.
But, game, Joey, answer that.
Ito,
what's the story behind the song? It was your song.
Paano
na natatawa na siya.
Paano sasabihin sa isang tao na hindi mo na siya mahal?
Aray ko.
It's a beautiful song.
Hindi na-promote.
Kasi
but when Joey sang it, it was a painful song when ang una ko binili at was a young teacher na in UP. I required it sa klase.
My God.
Estudyante ko yung mga pamangkin ni Bob Simulina. So around that time, I was promoting Joey and the company. Muntik na kitang manahal. My fourth favorite Joey Albert song was both a company song and a Joey Albert sa Viva nirelease ni Joey. But it's a company song. But both versions, yung company version, mga estudyante ko yung mga pamangkin ni Bobsy. And I wanted them to have an interview with Bobsy. So si Bobsy na video sa but both yung Muntik na Kitang Minahal tsaka yung Paano Sasabihin were of the same genre. I think yung it's a beautiful, they were beautifully rendered songs, pero the pain is very malalim.
Ito ang trivia dyan. Si Joey, pag kinakanta niya yung Muntik na Kitang Minahal, inaangkin niya na dapat daw sa kanya yung kanta. So yun, it spoke to her too. So,
pero di ba Muntik na Kitang Minahal was meant for when you were singing it was meant for Richard Gomez.
Ayan na. Ayan na.
It's a joke.
No.
It's a joke.
Let's just take note that Sayo Lamang was also a Richard Gomez film, and Iisa Pa Lamang was a Richard Gomez song.
It's true. Richard Gomez personally, especially Sayo Lamang, Richard Gomez personally asked that song from me. People don't believe me.
Si Juliana was my student last year.
Because we
played your song in my class. Juliana, that could have been your dad's wife.
Okay.
So, I remember we were in it was a TV studio, maybe ABS-CBN, I don't know, and Channel 7. I really can't remember. But we were and Richard was singing sitting waiting for his turn. Naka-dequator siyang gano'n backstage. I entered kasi it was almost my time na to sing. Tapos hi. Tapos sabi niya, Joey, I was promoting Sayo Lamang yata at that time.
Okay.
I sang it a few times pa sa TV. Tapos sabi ni Richard, ganda ng kantang yan. Akin na lang, gawin ko movie.
Ang galing.
It won Best Movie Theme Song of the Year.
Won daw 13. I received the fax machine.
Ang galing. Okay, so dali lang, Wendell. Since free-flowing tong anong to, and we had to make this special, the reason why kinikilig kami sa episode na to, Joey, you have to listen to this message.
Surprise.
So, Engineer James.
Surprise, Joey.
Ano ba ginagawa mo sa akin, Noel?
Surprise.
Nasaan? Game.
Well,
surprise.
I'd
like to congratulate you on your 40th anniversary, for your being a wonderful singer in this beautiful country. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing us to use some of your songs in our movies. Isa pa lamang, yung isa is Sa'yo Lang. Oh yeah, some beautiful songs. So thank you so much. And when you come back, hopefully medyo relax na dito and we can watch your concert. All the best to you. Bye.
Cute.
Ayan na, tatay ko kasi yan, Joey. So, at alam ko major crush mo rin naman yan ng kabataan mo. So, kailangan ilagay. And really, bago ka, well, aside from your being a part-time actress, you really sang really good theme songs of Filipino films. And markado kasi nga nabigyan ng mga awards. So,
Pero,
yun.
Noel, you forgot.
Yeah.
Which one?
No, Noel forgot that you were a beauty queen, Joey. She won a beauty pageant called Dream Girl Filipina.
No, we talked about it kanina. Pero, yun. So, Joey...
That I didn't even know I joined.
I know. Nabigay yung ano. So, ano yung fulfillment, Joey, to sing theme songs of films? As opposed to ikaw mismo being an actress. Kasi sinasabi mo, parang part-time actress ka lang or parang lang.
Hindi nga ako sinasali sa movies eh.
Na, Tito Vic and Dolphy. Oh my God. Parang yun nga icons naman din yung kasama mo. No, but,
sabihin ko ba yung leading man na binasted mo? I will not mention.
Ay, sino yun? Meron? Yan na.
Ikaw, Wendell?
Maybe na. Maraming binasted si Joey, pero yung isa, medyo...
Dingan. So, pero ang nakasama lang niya, Tito Vic and Joey and Dolphy. Paano ba yun?
Hindi si Dolphy.
Hindi si Dolphy. Either Tito Vic and Joey yun. So
marami namang co-stars sa both Dolphy and Tito Vic and Joey films. So it doesn't have...
Hindi ko naman binasted. Ito naman, di naman nagtatanong. Ito naman.
Okay, game. So, but Richard Gomez was your major crush. Oh naman, during your time, yun talaga yun. I remember your Bayanihan Musikahan stint. Talagang may pictures kayo na pinapakita mo siya isa-isa. Nung hindi mo pa na-master yung art ng talagang virtual concert. At yun talagang manually ninalapit mo sa camera yung mga pictures.
Yeah, I may click this on the pictures like that. Kasi wala.
Oh, yun. Maganda naman.
Okay, but you know what? I'm 60 years old. You don't expect me to do this all by myself. I was really nervous with that Bayanihan Musikahan. It was Rica Arambulo who pushed me to do it. Joey, sige na.
Yes.
And hindi nyo alam gaano ka-nervyos ako. My poor husband was sitting there. Magbantay ka dyan. And, I was so nervous. But, that pushed me.
Quite an experience na, yeah.
That pushed me to do, before I knew it, I was doing this. I was doing Joey's Chance. And then, Moy and we did a project last Christmas together. And we did it on lockdown. I did this all by myself.
Yeah,
So you have to be proud of the 60-year-old.
And at the same time, you're helping other people. Parang you raise funds, di ba? So, ang ganda lang. Well, panahon ng pandemic. Wendell, complete your list. So, dumaan na tayo ng Richard Gomez. So, dumaan na tayo ng pelikula ni Joey.
Yung Goodbye, Cecil Sorcon Picasso, Sa'yo Lamang, Francisco Paolo Lusao, Kanamikisi, Paano Sabihin by Joey Albert. And yung kay Babs Molina, Muntik na Kitang Minahal. I like both. I like the version of the company very much. Pero yung version ni Joey, hindi nagdo-duplicate. Iba yung when it was sung by the company, tsaka ito sung by Joey. I don't mind listening to them alternately every night. Until now, I listen every night.
You should listen to us sing it together.
Oo nga.
Ang galing nun.
Both songs made me cry, pero iba yung attack ng the company. Iba yung attack ni Joey.
In the Canada tour, I wish you were here. In the Canada tour.
I saw all the pictures.
Every time we'd sing Muntik na Kitang Minahal, silence.
But Joey was asking for prayers kasi baka hindi makauwi sila, Moy.
Yun nga, pandemic, no?
Yes. She was asking for prayers that they will not get stranded in Japan or somewhere because naglalakad cities around the world. So when they finally made it to Manila, she was, thank you, Lord.
Pinagdasal namin ng major yon. So, but yun, Joey, yung catalog mo, yung mga choices namin, pero meron ka pang songs na talagang may mga storya talaga and they were really significant to you. Na pag binalikan mo, I'm sure they'll be part of your 40th anniversary concert, no?
It was just basically each song has its own story naman. So there's really not just the one, And then I have now those songs that I still want to know, and I'm really excited nga because one of the things that's going to happen after these 40 years is Vivian and I are talking to Believe Music, and I'm finally learning about Believe Music. Moy, thank you. And we're going to try and see if we can if we can put out these unreleased songs, find a
Very
way.
good. Very good.
Because I really deserve that. Those songwriters need to have that music out, and I understand that. I mean, I know that copyrights and all
Yes.
these rules and laws are very, very tricky, and
Yes.
but I'm praying for a way to get around all those.
That's
So
true.
just so these musicians and songwriters will have their time.
That's
Everybody
true.
has to have their time.
That's true.
Everybody has to have a time to shine,
Galing, no?
everyone.
And
So
Moy,
yun yung dream ko.
ito na yung chance. Ikaw daw yung sinasaka, kaya kailangan nandito ka raw. Joey said you were the one who encouraged her to like have a celebration ng 40th anniversary. Why?
Yes.
Yun una sinabi ko, Joey, 39th. Kasi we had this guessing last year, di ba, with the company. Sabi niya, ang 40th daw niya sa 2022. Pero ang naisip ko, ay baka kasi 39th, hindi na sineselebrate. But you added a new dimension. Sinama mo yung new minstrels. Na tama rin naman.
Yes,
So, Moy,
yes.
how did you convince her to do this?
Just, hello, Direk.
Hi, Direk.
Galing. Okay, game.
Hi everyone, hi.
Direk Paolo.
That's already. So, okay. Moy first game and then Paolo.
Okay. I just wanted her to realize how blessed she is with the catalog that she has, with the legacy that she's given original Filipino music. And whether it's in showbiz or music or whether it's a corporate job, staying in a job for 40 years is a beautiful anomaly. That's what I would always say. Very, very rare, not given to anyone to have that tenure. 40 years in a job is a long time.
Yeah.
And being 40 years beloved by your audience is another rare thing, rare blessing. So, by doing this online concert on KTX this weekend, Life Begins at 40, the music of Joey Albert, it honors the milestone, the music, and the moments of given all the blessings. So, instead of shying away, you stand up to the occasion and you thank, and this is a way also for Joey to thank God. Despite 3 cancer battles, she's here with us. And she has so much to be thankful for. The family is thriving and healthy and blessed.
That's true.
So now is the best time. By doing this concert and supporting Joey, now is the best time to honor that legacy and to be thankful for the blessings.
Galing. And then, you're working with very young people. Yun ang maganda
I
doon.
know.
Kasi
Baliktad na
technology
yung mundo.
na yun, di ba? Parang,
Bumaliktad yung mundo ko.
I know. And it's your daughter and Paolo Valenciano, no less. So parang, yun na, Pao, how did you get, into the project? I'm sure, sinabi nga, si Moy was talking about the health challenges. Ikaw mismo, yung dad mo, di ba, parang palaging hawak sa buhay and then celebrate life. And now you're celebrating Joey's life and Joey's music.
Well, si Tita Vivian called me up one time and was asking me if I was interested. And of course, when I get to work with the titos and the titas, I feel like all of my dad's friends, when they think na, oh, tara, let's work with someone younger, parang that's my anytime the titos and titas are like, tara, let's work with new blood. O sige, Paolo Valenciano na yan. Kasi I guess it's also because I grew up watching these singers, diba? My dad would sing with them. I would tag along, and I guess what I was able to bring to the table with the help of Trixie also is that I guess we're really familiar with the brand. We're familiar with the songs, and we know how to because Trixie is close to her mom and I am close to my dad. I work with my dad all the time. Parang we know how to communicate to the lolos and lolas.
Communicate.
with
Communicate is not the right word, Pao.
I mean,
it's not the right word. Come on.
we know how to entertain the lolos and lolas, but give it a fresh, a fresh touch, fresh spin, without really alienating or creating something that disconnects from her audience. And I really love doing projects like this because it also gives me so much history. Every time I work with like Tita Sharon or Tita Regine and now Tita Joey, diba? Parang the process of it, we learn so much, and then you start to connect the dots na, my dad talked about this, Tito Martin told me about this, Regine talked about this, and then to see the history of the songs it's something that I think it's very important for people like me who work on a lot of concerts.
It's a new perspective. Ang ganda lang kasi parang you're able to experience their generation. At one of the realizations is that hindi sila competitors. Hindi masyado. Yung tingin.
Yes.
Parang tulungan talaga sila. They would guest in each other's concerts now. Parang ganun yung feeling. Parang unlike the next generations na talagang kanya-kanya. No? Pero yung na-build nilang community was solid. And, Joey, I'll ask you. I've worked with Paolo also. He's very particular about storytelling. Yung pag-push ng narrative. Yeah. So, how was it? Yung ikaw rin naman makwento ka. So, paano working with the young people, your daughter and Paolo Valenciano?
First of all, these young people talk so fast. Both of them.
Okay. And then?
So I need time to filter and process what they're saying left and right.
Okay.
Ganyan ba yung mga millennial? Ang bibildo
yung visuals nila. Okay, and then?
Okay. But the thing is, tapos ang dami niyang gustong effect pagawa eh. So, but I'm like, baka hindi ko ma-memorize lahat. Matanda ng lola mo. But it challenged me though to just really pick out
Ang galing.
But what I really appreciated was that he gave me so much room to be me and to when we were finalizing the
repertoire,
scripts, and the repertoire, he gave me so much room. And what I appreciate the most is his sense of organization.
Yes.
And because this was pivotal. It was very, very. It set a strong foundation in kickstarting the script writing and conceptualizing all that. And he just said, Tita Joey, I've divided your life into 3 portions.
That's it. Ang galing. And then keywords, no? Parang bahala ka na magsabi, pero yun, madaling na
Yan. So parang Tita Joey, I divided your life.
May visual representation. Okay.
Can you just fit the songs within each
Ang galing. Kasi nga,
ayan, si Direk Paulo, ang galing.
Alam mo naman, Moy, di ba? We set a meeting,
I just read my new composition. Oh no.
But you're featuring those new compositions in this concert, Joey?
No, this is just new words I wrote.
Okay, new words. But what can we expect from this concert? So, ano yung pwedeng asahan ng mga tao watching the concert this weekend?
Well, they're gonna hear me sing the same songs 40 years later. Ain't that exciting?
Okay lang, with more emotions, with more stories, I suppose. Diba?
Abangan.
Okay, yes. And then, what else?
See the company.
Okay.
You have to. It's hard to say, diba?
That's true.
It's not something I can't tell you what you'll see. You have to
experience it.
You
Yeah.
have to go there and experience and listen to what my heart is going to be saying. That's what
Buy the tickets.
I can't.
Ang galing, ang galing.
I can't.
And then
So,
if I may share then a little bit about the title. This was something that we really I don't know for how many weeks we were talking about the title, no, but I with the Life Begins at 40, we felt na it was something that again, communication is so important to me in terms of entertainment is nothing without, diba, proper communication, and
it's what we need in your country now, huh?
And it was just so I felt it was so relevant because of everything that happened in the last couple of months, or the last year rather, no, and we wanted to come up with a title or a concept that kind of is conscious of what happened without actually having to say, we've been locked down, we're all sad and all that. And we felt, na parang the title na Life Begins is very relevant right now because everyone is looking for, diba? Everyone is looking for a new life. Everyone is looking for, to move on from everything that's happened. And, parang life begins at 40, diba? Parang you're like, 40? Jaya was at 40, that 40 years in the 40 years in the industry. And then I was telling Tita Joey na, look, it's such a powerful statement saying that you've been in the industry for 40 years and you're looking at it as just the beginning, diba? There's so much more. There's so much more that she can do, that she has to offer. But just to manage expectations, no. This is really a lot of the hit songs. I mean, like, I think it would be a disservice if we don't give the people what they want to hear. In fact, I have a friend, Tita Joey, I sold a ticket yesterday. I had a friend na
thank you.
I had a friend my age na saying, may concert pala si Joey Albert. Ano kakantahin niya? Then I was telling him, mga hit songs niya. And then his wife was with him and he was like, uy, babe, nood tayo niyan. O, diba? So parang I was like, go. Buy na tickets. I won't give you comps, ha? You buy.
Oo naman. But, ito nga, parang nakakalimutan ng tao na nasa Canada si Joey. Di ba? Parang with all the things that you're saying. Pero parang ang hirap din kaya mag-mount ng concert. Yung company nga lang, di ba? Yung kanilang virtual concert din, di ba? Na parang nandito sila, nag-shoot sila dito. Pero ito yung Canada, pabalik-balik lahat ng mga materials. How challenging was that?
Challenging!
We're not done yet.
Challenging! We're always puyat. Either Canada is puyat or we are the ones puyat. Nag-uusap na lang kami, okay, this week, Canada ang makakatulong.
Yung mga meeting, nag-aaway na. What? Bakit 10 o'clock at 7 o'clock here? Hindi pwede. O bakit? Puyat na kami, hindi pwede. Nag-aaway na.
Totoo eh. Pero yun na nga, with your music, hindi nararamdaman ng tao na nasa malayo ka. Yun yung maganda doon. And the good thing also is that the reality also na whatever we feel as Filipinos here now, nararamdaman mo rin vicarious. Well, you still have folks here, Joey, no? So, yun, parang
one brother na lang.
Oo, pero yun, kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan namin, damang-dama mo pa rin. So, yun, parang, yun. After watching this concert, yun, ano yung shared experience ng whether nasa Canada pa panoorin o dito sa Pilipinas?
What do you mean?
Ano yung pwedeng maramdaman ng tao after watching it? Kahit saan man. Well, the OFWs also, like, kunyari, parang be touched with this virtual concert. Kasi Joey, sabi ko nga, Pao, si Joey yung parang icon din ng OFWs. Kasi nga, yun yung reality.
Yeah. Noel, there's something I have to add there.
Yeah, go.
Joey, one time, there was a Christmas where a lot of seamen were stranded in Vancouver, and Joey volunteered to sing one night.
Very Bette Midler for the boys.
Pinagkaguluhan si Joey. People from Canada didn't know, yung mga white Canadians, non-Filipino Canadians, realized that she was a superstar back in the country.
Kasi my neighbor was working for this cruise ship.
Ang
So I said,
galing.
can I sing in your, and parang sabi niya, sino ka? Bakit mo gusto kumanta? No, because, I know naman how to sing. I said, I know how to sing. And, I know there's a lot of Filipinos. And, I just want to go and do some give some Christmas,
For them,
giveaways
yeah,
for them.
yeah.
Oh, Christmas giveaways. Okay, di ko na lang sinabi. Sabi ko, so who shall I say it is? Oh, sabi ko, just tell kasi may Filipino captain. Just tell him it's this girl. So I gave my CD. Oh, so you do sing. Okay. Because I don't tell people here who I am.
Ang galing. Ang
Oh,
galing.
okay. So dinala niya. The next day, tumaktok sa kwarto ko, sa unit ko. Well, you didn't tell me you were that big. And I showed them the CD, they all jumped on it.
Trivia is, si Joey yung kumanta para sa unang CD dito sa Pilipinas. Di ba?
Yeah.
That's right.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was her.
Know that. Wow.
Thanks for bringing that up, Noel. It was a Joey Albert who put out the format of CD here in the Philippines, and it was also Joey who first recorded Ryan Cabiab and Jose Javier's Christmas classic, Kumukuti-Kutita.
Kapag nagko-collect si Mr. C, ang pinakamalaking collection niya ng royalties.
Yeah.
Yan talaga.
That's true.
Oh, sobra kaya dami-dami niyang hits.
Pero yun daw talaga kasi every year kinakanta talaga. Gamit na commercial. So yeah, Moy.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Wendell for bringing that up. That these small intimate things that Joey will not volunteer to the media, and that's proof positive. That's why she's still here. She has this legacy. She is blessed. With this 40th anniversary. As I said kanina, it's good karma because now is the time for harvest ng mga blessings niya dahil ang dami niya ring tinanim, dami niyang tinulungan.
That's true. Ito na, Joey.
But you see, blessings are around all of us. But if we don't know how to recognize them, then that's a different story.
Amen.
Just here, there's these two people here. Not many people know. Were ultimate blessings to me at a very pivotal time. What at a time, at a concert, which I feared honestly might have been my very last. And nobody knew at that very moment that the lady singing in front of them was already diagnosed with her third cancer. And at that time, it was only Moy, the company, Sandra Chavez at that time, because two others maybe. And of all the only people not in that circle I told was Wendell. And that's why Moy, if you know, Wendell was there 2 hours before the concert started to make sure he would sit right in front of me. Because he wanted to make sure he'd catch me if I fell.
I missed all the lyrics though.
But you see, this is what people do not know. We have artists like us stand tall and stand long and stand tall because we have pillars around us, and we have God gives us all these pillars, so that's why we last this long. And the artists today, if you only stop and think and recognize the pillars that are standing around you, recognize them and embrace them and use them, use the strength from them, they will also reach their 40 years. Nobody reaches 40 years alone.
That's true.
That's great learning, Julie. Pero yun na nga, sabi mo, kung kailan nagka-pandemic, you've never been busy. Parang and talk about reinvention, parang ang dami mong ginagawa now. Yeah.
Paano? Nandito ka lang sa bahay, edi magtrabaho ka. Diba?
So after this concert, diba parang you're looking forward to releasing more songs?
New music.
Yeah, new music.
I took a songwriting workshop with Jim Paredes. And then when this concert's over, I'm going to take a songwriting workshop with Moy.
Yee, virtual. Ayan na.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
And then that's my next because I really want to move ahead with that skill.
Correct.
And Jim Paredes, the most important thing I learned from him was don't write songs because you want them to be hits.
No.
Write songs because you want to say something. And I was like, ayun lang pala. Sige, susulat ako. Kasi, growing up in Manila and in this industry, you have the one of the most difficult things of the industry's expectations. And I'll tell you something. For many years, I did not want to record again. I did not want to do anything again. Why? I will not be afraid to say. I was afraid to fail. How do you beat Tell Me? How do you beat Isa Pa Lamang? How do you come back from those? You don't. It's hard. You don't. So, these are the things people don't see in your 40 years. Your fears, Natatakot. Marunong kami matakot.
Yeah.
Marunong kami matakot.
But it's overcoming those fears also by being proactive, no? Parang never stop learning. Like, parang you enrolled in...
Well, what happened was I just shunned away from the expectations of people.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of courage to do that. But life after 40 is now Joey without expectations of other people. It says Joey trying to
say what you want to say.
Keep more footprints in the world and as much as I know. But Vivian and I are working with Believe Music. We're gonna put out as many songs as we can. And I am just so excited about those.
And how do you address parang technology? Parang now with artists on social media and all these platforms, parang you've embraced it very much. Parang yun, with your YouTube channel, parang gano'n, no? Parang nakisabay or naka-adapt ka.
I'm trying really hard. I'm working really hard.
She has Trixie, Paolo, and Ting to help her with the technology.
And I have Kimwell.
Kimwell. And I really think about this regarding this 40th anniversary concert of yours, Joey, this weekend. That's July 11 and 12 on KTX.
July 11 at 8 p.m. Manila time with international global streaming on July 12 at between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. and whatever time that is in your part of the world.
Right. So it's like video on demand. I think it's clever because, the way it will be presented visually will be fresh and new because you have Paolo there. But ultimately, the meat and bones of this anniversary celebration will be the strength and beauty of your singing and your songs, because you've left an imprint in our hearts and in the industry. So it's going to be fresh visually, but sonically, oh my gosh, it's a trip down memory lane. So this is a really special concert that we all have to celebrate with you.
And with Paolo there, sasabihin ko talaga, the stories behind the songs. And Joey's story, talagang yun. Every concert talaga, para kang may storyline, may isang libro kang maririnig talaga or papakinggan at susubaybayan with those idea buckets, parang gano'n. No? So, well, yun.
Sorry, I wanna acknowledge si Trixie din pala kasi people in the industry know that broadcast, TV, streaming, that's not my strength. My strength has always been experiential, diba? Going into the venue, there's already a story. Yeah. So I've been very vocal online that I have been struggling to adapt to this new normal, and working with Trixie, that's her strength naman. So it was really a good tandem, and I think we have a great show in store for you guys.
Definitely. Wait, for the people who don't know, who are listening right now, Trixie pala is the daughter of Joey. Joey,
Ay,
is
oo
she
nga pala,
a,
we forgot.
is she yeah, let's not assume that the world knows who Trixie is. Daughter of Joey. Joey, is Trixie a film major?
She's honestly, no, she's an English major.
Ah,
So, but her entry into the film industry was a screenplay editor.
there you go.
So she worked in Drive Films in a film company here started as a screenplay editor, and then she moved on, and then now she's her video and photography skills she's honing because she's working for a landscape photographer named
Wow.
Paul Ziska. And this guy, like, I mean, Trixie posts this picture. He's like phenomenal pictures.
Really?
Like, yung mga pictures na sinesend sa mga National Geographic, mga ganyan.
Ganun ang level. So, on that strength alone with Paolo and Trixie, for sure the visuals on your 40th anniversary will be wonderful.
Diba parang we talk about Joey's and Gary's legacies, pero talaga, yung mga anak nila na ngayon, yun yung pinakamalaking legacy nila. They're parang joint forces pa dito sa isang magandang concert. So, well, ang saya lang. But Joey, yun nga, parang now, we talked about yun nga, changes in technology and adapting. Oh, well, isa pang issue, artist royalties and remuneration. Well, ngayon, ramdam na ramdam ng mga tao during the pandemic. I wanna ask about your opinion.
Moy knows more. No, honestly,
Ang maganda dyan, parang during the pandemic also, parang
I've lost touch na kasi.
Lumakas yung organization ng mga tao, di ba? So,
alam mo, Noel, ang laki ng tulong, like me, I'm a songwriter like Joey here. And like you also, Noel, ang laki ng tulong ng grupo nating PhilSCAP. This is the guild and the collection agency of songwriters in the Philippines. Alam mo, tatlong beses or apat na beses na kami binigyan ng financial na ayuda. Malaking tulong yun. And also in terms because of technology, the way your songs are being monitored, where it's being played, how it's being consumed, lumalaki na yung aming mga royalty checks. And we are most grateful for that, for all of these blessings, especially now in the pandemic when everyone's finances are compromised, and that's putting it mildly.
But it's still songwriters' royalties, right? Wala pang performance royalties.
Oh, we're working on that right now, Joey. Mitch Valdez, Mel Villana, and Celeste Legaspi are with PRSP. It is a collection agency for all creatives, performing artists. Sorry, kalat. Slowly they are able to collect for us, and may natanggap na akong maliit na cheque, but it's a start. Meron na tayong performance royalties, Joey.
And then, thank you to your mom, Paolo. Si Angeli would organize the managers. Parang ganyan, no?
Yes.
We have mga forum. And then, to talk about how we can help each other. Yun talaga yun. Parang, in essence, in the end, if we don't find art or music essential, we make it essential. Joey, ito na yung last question, because we talk about personal and we talk about our community. Parang ito, how do you see yourself as a Filipino now with the things happening now in the Philippines? Gaano ka-relevant yung parang looking for inspiration and hope, lalo na in the perform, as regards to what we experience here now?
Well, I'm not totally naman detached from the things that are happening there. And which is why I still do what I can from far away, in whatever capacity I can. It's not much, but in whatever opportunity comes, like I said, in this pandemic, I think I've done the most for others, for Filipinos here. One of the very first projects I was approached with was Chad Borja's Sing Out South, and the minute he called me, I submitted 20 duets. 20 songs na part ko yung duet. And I submitted it to him right away, like within 2 days. And this, because he was raising funds for musicians singing in clubs that were all shut down.
That's true.
And the thing with Chad and me is we both experienced him in more ways than me, experienced banda. And so I hang out with these musicians who make 100 to 150 pesos a night, and sleep in small, so it was too painful to think about. Isang kahig, isang tuka, wala na silang tugtog, wala silang pera, wala silang kakainin. It was too hard to think of that. So, I'm not involved in the politics and all the big issues, but where it counts, I think that's where I like to put my...
Joey, baka nahihiya ka, but now would be a good opportunity for you to talk about the order that your mom established and how you raised money for the seminarians in Silay City in Bacolod. Kasi baka may makatulong rin sa order ng mama mo dito. Would you like to talk about that?
Actually, I asked permission from to say hello to them because they're watching, all the Marian missionaries, Father Felix, Father Blaise, all of you, Father Felix.
What is the name?
The Marian Missionaries of the Holy Cross. My mommy founded the foundation, and that's what she left behind. That is her legacy. She founded the first Filipino-founded congregation of priests already approved by the Vatican. They are just waiting for their pontifical approval, which happens when they reach 80 professed priests. When they reach 80, they will now apply for the pontifical approval, and then they will no longer be under the Philippine Archdiocese. They will now be directly under Vatican. Yes. Now, their main mission is prisons and youth.
But they're struggling now, Joey, financially, so you're helping them, right? Raise money for them?
Well, for their causes, for their work. So last, when was that? We raised about 500,000 for their community pantries. Where in Bacolod, they go to the mga sa bundok at saka sa dagat. I even posted a picture of them riding a carton pulled by a carabao. That's how they bring the food, their community pantry food there.
Tulong talaga.
Yeah. So, because, I asked them, I said, Father, saan nyo kinukuha yung pera ninyo for your community pantries? And they said, ate, minsan hindi na lang kami nagdi-dinner para meron.
Oh, wow.
I said, because, magagalit ang nanay ko dyan. Hindi pwede nga, iikot ang nanay ko sa hindi pwede, magagalit tayong pera.
Moy, they go as far as Himamaylan and Sipalay. They have the fringes of Negros.
Ang galing.
So that...
alam pa niya kung saan, no? Grabe.
Galing. And Wendell, those places are far and difficult to go to. So that's... Sorry, I had to interject because si Joey... nahihiyayan Noel sabihin, but that is her way. I mean, she may be living in Canada right now, pero ang laki ng tulong sa mga taong nangangailangan ng tulong dito, especially ngayon sa pandemya.
I just have to add, yung lahat ng concerts niya sa PAGCOR, it was actually not so much for herself, it was really for the Marian Missionaries of the Holy
Galing.
Even at the height of when she had cancer, after the Music Museum concert with the company, she was traveling all over the country. Doon siya inabutan sa Cebu. Hindi niya concert because she was flown back to Canada because she was dying. And she was doing it for the Marian Missionaries of the Holy Cross.
Okay, Pao, we'll end this now with thank you. Sinabi na ni Moy yung thank you kay Joey and si Wendell. Ikaw, when you say thank you, Joey, for the 40 years, what can you say?
All I can say...
Wait, who's
Paulo?
Si Pao muna.
Paulo, sorry.
Then last ka na. Okay.
Okay, last ka na.
No, last. Yeah. Okay, go.
I guess, Tita, thanks so much for the trust. It always means a lot to me when the older generation, when they put their trust in me for projects like this. And again, no, when you guys make kwento about concerts, performances, songs, and all that, and then I connect it to the stories that my dad used to tell me when I was growing up. It just makes it makes the history feel more real. It gives there were cuentos that we had in the pre-production. They talk about something, and then I heard that story from my mom. So to hear about it from a different perspective, it just makes everything, it gives everything a new dimension, as someone who grew up in the industry. So thank you so much, Tita. Really excited for Sunday, and I hope this is not the last project we do together.
Ang galing. I'll say like thank you, and then ikaw na yung last words, Joey. So at 40 years in the industry, it's just a thank you thing. Parang it should be a time for gratitude. So thank you for singing songs anchored on emotions that unite us, and bring us closer to the fullness of being good people, happy people, God-fearing, and really concerned Filipinos. So, thank you for inspiring us to do well. Gumawa ng magaling, masaya, maganda at mabuti. Yun talaga, Joey, parang thank you for the 40 years. And now, you say your thank yous and then promote your concert because we'll all support that.
How can I say thank you to everybody who's helped me in 40 years? I don't know if I'm allowed to say my sponsors, but the sponsors know who you are. And that's the other thing with the sponsors are all beloved friends of mine, and, which is really, maybe this is a good way to celebrate the 40 years, because all of my 40 years happened with beloved friends.
That's true.
All my producers, my directors, Fritz Infante, Freddy Santos, my musical directors, of course, Louis, my producers, Rudy Lozano. I mean, these were all people entangled in my unfolding, right? They're all everyone, and so it's just so funny that in the end, everybody that's working here for this 40th are also all connected to the 40 years. Vivian Resio, I've known Vivian so long, and Vivian has defended me so many times. Paolo, you've come a long way since I carried you when you were a baby. Oh my God. I mean, and then in the sponsors, Menchi Jose, I mean, this is
Arlington.
Right, of Arlington. Salad Master, Pidoy Ting Ting Passes. These are the people that travel me all around Europe.
You'll continue doing that, di ba? Sabi mo, you'll bring
to sing to the OFWs there.
Yeah.
Right? Pagcor. Oh my gosh. Pagcor, some of my funniest, happiest memories of shows were Pagcor. Di ba, tanggal to yung ipin ko, pero sige, kanta pa rin. And of course, I mean, di ba parang, how can it not be meaningful when all the people that I'm working with, even up after 40 years, are still meaningful?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm forgetting one sponsor. Sea to Sky Immigration.
Salad
this friend
Master.
of mine. Yes, Moy and I. No, Sea to Sky. Yeah, I said Salad Master, Carmel, Ting Ting and Pidoy Passes. But Moy and I did a jingle for Sea to Sky Immigration. Tayo na sa Canada. Yeah. Oh, it was a beautiful one. And
after the
election, but then Rudy's also a very dear friend, right? So it's just so meaningful that, and this really sums up together something my mother told me from the very beginning of the 40 years. She said, Anak, be good to the people on your way up, because they're the same people you're going to meet on your way down. And they and all those people are still around me. And what better way to reach 40 years, right? It's like running a marathon, and the people waiting for you were the same people that pushed you from the beginning. So it's just too beautiful.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you very much. We just have to
Thank you. And look at you. You brought me the most priceless people. Thank you.
Ay, salamat. And then, now, after this, we're having naman another celebration, pero despedida, of someone really close to us, to si Jaya. Who's like, iba naman, no? Sabi nga, from Canada to Manila, ito naman Manila to the States. Pero sabi nga yung parallel dyan, the story, Joey, it was the husband who told her na I'll take charge, ikaw naman yung sumunod. Sabi mo, been there, done that. So, ginawa mo yun. So,
See, look what these husbands do, talaga.
But it's God's will too, no? Parang,
yes.
Susunod ka lang sa gusto ng Diyos. So, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Paolo. Thank you, Moy.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I want to see you guys. Thank you.
Love you, Joey.
Congratulations, Joey. And thank you to the audience for being loyal to Joey Albert for 40 years.
And thank you, KTX.
Yes, KTX. Buy your tickets already. Thank you.
KTX PH.
Level up. We have the Queen of Soul, Jaya. Thank you. I'll send you the Richard Gomez PTR.
Life in all caps. Ito po si Lenny Robredo sumusuporta sa ating minamahal, the multi-awarded, multimedia guru Noel Ferrer sa kanyang pagle-level up. Kaya Ateneo, level up! Level up!
Happy victorious 3rd anniversary Radyo Katipunan, and congratulations to my very good friend Noel Ferrer of Level Up for all awards you have been receiving. It's such a great honor and privilege na mag-guest po sa inyong show last year. It was so much fun doing that interview, considering that I was still grieving the loss of my mom and my beloved sister. It's really nice to talk to my good friend, kapatid na Noel. It's always a pleasure. Please take care of yourself and stay safe and healthy. Sa kahit na ano pong gagawin natin, kailangan po tayong mag-level up. Again, thank you very much. Thank you for your service, and God bless you more and more.
Happy 3rd anniversary sa Radyo Katipunan. At syempre, congratulations din kay Sir Noel ng Level Up. Thank you for always sharing the message of hope during these uncertain times. And I pray that you will always be a source of inspiration for your community. Once again, congratulations and happy 3rd anniversary.
Voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Hello! Ako po si Joey De Leon at ako po ay bumabati sa Radyo Katipunan sa kanilang anibersaryo. Kung nabubuhay lang si Bonifacio, tiyak sasabihin niya, so good, mga kapatid. So good, lalo na ang palatuntunan ni Noel, na level up. In English, level up. In Tagalog, kataas-taasang Radyo Katipunan. Congratulations, tandaan nyo. Ang Radyo Katipunan, lalo na ang level up ni Noel. So good, mga kapatid.
The voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Sa Radyo Katipunan, happy 3rd anniversary po sa inyo. Thank you for connecting us with one another during these difficult times. At pati kay Sir Noel ng Level Up, congratulations din po sa inyo. Thank you for bringing to us stories of inspiration and stories of excellence. Ako po si Vico Soto na nagsasabing basta't sama-sama tayo, patuloy na umaagos ang pag-asa at patuloy tayong mag-level up.
The voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Congratulations for the 3rd year anniversary of Level Up, and congratulations, Noel, for all the awards and recognition you've been receiving for you and your program. And siyempre, I'd like to thank you and to congratulate you for having the virtue of always speaking the truth and always standing for what is right and what is good. So again, congratulations at sana matagal na matagal pang yung programa at ang iyong kontribusyon sa ating industriya. Again, congratulations!
Hi Noel, my friend. Congratulations on the success of your online show, Level Up. 3 years old na and it continues to reap awards. So friend, continue to serve our people, our industry, and our country. And bilang kaibigan, kung may maitutulong ako, friend, I will always be here, okay? Just a text away. So please keep up the excellent work. Pareho tayo ng advokasya pagdating sa bakuna. Meron lamang kung gustong ibigay na mensahe para sa ating mga kababayan. Okay? Mga kababayan, bagpabakuna na po tayong lahat. Ang vaccine po ay para po sa ating kaligtasan at hindi po ito dapat katakutan. Ililigtas po tayo nito sa pandemyang COVID-19. Kaya huwag na po tayong mag-atubili na magpabakuna. Do it for yourself, for your family, for your community, and for our country. Kaya magparehistro na po kayo at siguraduhin po na magpabakuna. Malalagpasan din po natin ang pagsubok na ito. This is Congresswoman Ate V, and may God bless us all. Salamat po.
Okay. I'm so honored to be granted this last interview of hers in Manila for now. I'm saying for now because I know there'll be other times when you get to see her. Because truth be told, this comes full circle. I was with her in her very, very first phone patch recording. Actually live yun for Mama Beth, for the Sharon Cuneta show. And from there, I was on standby with her on the phone, and from there, she was already my kapatid. And there was this close affinity dun pa lang, phone patch pa lang, and when she came to Manila, things have changed. And parang kahit saan, parang we measure our friends not only during good times, but during the worst of times, and we're there for each other. And friends, please welcome a person has given a lot of all of her to us, and we should just value her for everything she's done for us, the Queen of Soul, Jaya.
My God, grabe naman yung intro, Noel. Kapatid,
Ramdam ko. And finally, kapatid, yun na nga, parang I didn't know that we'll have this as your last, as your farewell interview for now. Kumusta ka? If you have to put one word to what you're feeling now that you're leaving tomorrow, ano yung nararamdaman?
Before I answer that, I just want to say thank you for that very warm and puro English na ano. Naninibago ako kasi I'm going to the States. It's gonna be all English. Medyo nasanay na ako ng Tagalog, di ba? But
at hindi mo makakalimutan yon. At hindi mo
makakalimutan ng Tagalog. Correct. Just hello to everyone who are watching right now. And anyways, how am I feeling? Well, for the past few months, I've been going through a lot. My husband and I, si Gary, been going through a lot of conversations wherein the decision had to be made. Last year was definitely one of those crazy moments for many of us, worldwide, right?
Yes.
For us, as mga simpleng tao lang, we had to come up with a solution because we have children and we had to think about their future. And then my husband, who went and remained in the shadows for a good 14, 15 years of his life, finally said, you know what, I'm seeing that you're getting tired of all this maneuvering. I'm going to take charge. So I'm a little teary-eyed, but I'm not going to cry yet. I'm not going to cry yet. Talagang he stepped up and he said, January, I'm leaving. You can decide what you want to do, but I think the best would be for you to rest. Let me take charge and see where God would lead us. Because my husband is a true God-fearing man, like in all sense of the word. So,
and it's written in the Bible, di ba? Parang ikaw, for the longest time, have been taking control of your life, and now,
correct.
Kakaiba yun, no? Parang for you to like, ano ba yun? To be submissive, Jaya? Or
you know what? Yes, to be submissive is actually a great thing to do, because the man then, when he sees you're submissive, then he'll even die for you. So it's not a 50-50. It's a 100% for a man and a woman when they're joined together. Hindi ko yun naintindihan noon.
Yan pag-uusapan natin kasi witness ako dun sa una. Anyway, so it's really a family decision. If people will ask you, why is Jaya leaving? Anong sagot?
Okay. Hindi ko pa sinasasagot. I was gonna do a short vlog of what has happened. But anyways, to answer your question, I'm leaving because, first of all, for the longest time, I've been working since 10 years old. Alam mo yan, nanay ko.
That's true.
Diba?
Backup singer.
Lahat, oo.
Yeah.
And the journey has been really the kind of journey that shapes one's character, right? And when I came up with the idea na siguro it's high time to rest. You know, I'm 51 years old.
Yeah.
Inabot na natin ang pandemic. Inabot ko na halos lahat ng mga pagbabago sa buhay ko. But yet, I haven't given myself the opportunity to really sit back and relax.
No? And process all these things. No? Yeah, good.
Yes.
So
and then
it's self-love.
Well, I don't believe so much in the word and the phrase self-love in that sense. Of course, I love myself.
Yes.
I love myself. I know my identity in Christ. I know that He loves me before I even knew myself. The only thing, though, is that I have others to love. I have my children who are growing up. I'm not getting to know them well. And I talked to Sabria last night, of all places, sa banyo. And sabi ko, you know, God it's like he's a comedian, right? He'll make you do all these crazy things. He'll laugh at you while you're making your mistakes. And then he says, stop, my plan, way better. I'm gonna let you know why. So I'm like, Sabria, hindi na kita kilala.
Galing.
And there's so many things that, like, you're independent, I'm independent. We're not like getting closer. We're getting separate. And that's not good. You're only 15. Sabi ko, almost 15. Sabi ko, my mom and I were like that because she was the breadwinner.
Flashback, no? Correct. Yes.
Oo. Pati alam mo yung edad ni Sabria na aalis kami bukas, di ba? In a month, she'll be 15. I left the country, I was 15.
Oh my God.
Parallel talaga.
Parallel lives.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have so much to say. Because it's like, I'm not really talking about this, but the good thing about this whole process is we're leaving because I'm leaving. I'm taking a step back.
Yeah.
Because I want to finish my high school education.
Oh, yay! Good. I'm so supportive of that. But then you've been a master of life. Di ba? Ganun naman. Ang dami mo nang natutunan. And now, kasi kapatid, ang hirap to teach the kids, okay, mag-aral kayo. Kung ikaw mismo, di ba? Ganun talaga. It's that. It's modeling eh.
Yes. That's good. Modeling talaga ng bonggang-bongga. I'm like, I'm trying to model after Christ, right? Because I'm sorry to speak about this. He's our perfect example. But if I can't be an example to them, how do I expect them to be better people in the long run? So really, all of this submission and obedience and surrender is for their good. This isn't about me anymore. At any rate, at any day, I can disappear. But they're going to be here, diba? They're going to be here. So I have to leave my husband and I, conscious effort ito, to leave a mark and an impact and lessons for them to learn. Our son Gavin is 26, no, I think 25, 26. Sorry, Gav. He got married. With all his craziness, he followed Christ because of his dad and myself. So, sila. So ang inaano ko is, guys, if there are parents watching out there, lead your brood, lead your family, because they will not get anything from the outside world. They have to learn from the homes.
Ang galing. Kasi parang now it's following Christ. It's surrendering yourself really and mirroring it in your own family. Kasi di ba, our systems, community man, our industry, our country are rooted in the family dynamics.
Yes. Kahit gusto man natin o hindi, lahat ng buhay, ang mga Pilipino ay conservative pa rin. Aminin natin yan because we still have our grandparents, our parents, and our core value is rooted in yung family together, balikbayan, bayanihan. Gusto ko lang ipakita sa mga anak ko na kahit saang lupalop sila ng mundo makarating, Pilipino tayo. Dito ko kayo ipinanganak, pinalaki. Maging dalawa ang passports ninyo pero ang nauna ay Pilipinas. So, kailangan alam ninyo sino kayo, ano kayo, saan kayo galing, at saan kayo patungo bilang Pilipino.
And
mahirap yun eh.
And the core is intact, no? The family.
And alam nila yun.
So sa bahay dapat Tagalog or Bisaya ang salita kahit sa labas sobrang no? Sobrang
yung mga anak ko marunong mag-Tagalog.
Good. Vision board, kapatid. Ano yung goals pagdating sa US? Ano yung when you get there, what life is waiting for you? Aside from yung pag-high school, maganda yun talaga, tapusin yung pag-aaral. What life do you envision yourself? Well, we're in the middle of the pandemic pa rin, no? So, was that a major clincher din sa decision making?
Okay, so this is gonna sound really strange, kapatid. Like I said, when I accepted Christ in 2012, I didn't know yet what was happening until 2018, 2019. Kasi nakita ko na yung manifestations of all the things that He had promised me, which I didn't really know what they were. Nung nangyari si pandemic, then I said, ito pala yung gusto mo. For our family to reverse. I'm not the head anymore. I have to be the tail. So everything was a lesson. Everything God is doing with me is a transformation of how I used to think. And so the goal now is to be the wife, but yet use the gifts that I've been given. So singing is not gonna go away.
Yay! Good. Mamaya, pag-usapan natin yan. Yes.
Oo, walang magre-retire.
Yes.
And I will actually, hindi ko alam kung anong mangyayari sa tour in February. But like I said, ano na yun, pinaplano na as we're talking.
Yes.
It's with me and kapatid Lani, Miss Lucha.
Isa rin yan. And you're all based there na. At sana makabalik na rin siya dyan, kapatid. For the
Yeah. But anyways, so performance, nandyan pa yan. Kasi bukas na rin ang economy sa ibang states. So I'm actually getting invites na. But I just have to choose and pick. Sabria is also one of the main focus. She really has
composed
the gifts.
And singing,
instrument and singing and songwriting. So that's another story. That's a concentration. My son Dylan, of course, I have to get him back in the swing of things because he, as a boy, they need a life. They need to go out and meet people and do the normal things that are normal for us. So yun ang pinaka-goal lang is to get acclimated, mag-landing, mag-Dennis, laba, and then everything is all about establishing yung residency, look for a lot or a house that we will probably do and buy, God willing, by a year and a half from now.
But I saw a post by Gary. Mukhang nakahanap na siya ng place for you at least, no? Temporary.
Yes, we have a home. It's a rental home.
Ang galing.
Yes. Yeah, it's a rental home and it's through a company. Pero Pinoy ang owners, nakapitbahay lang din namin. So,
man of the house talaga, no? Parang now in control. Kakaiba kasi yung Jaya na okay, at least pa-girl na talaga, no? Eventually parang it's that. You've been the tough mama for the longest time, but then when you let God in control, iba talaga.
Yes, I think you just said it all. I'm letting God take control. That's it.
That's true. That's true. Backtrack, kapatid. Learnings na more than anything, because a lot of things can be learned from how you dealt with things here in the Philippines. 1995 turning point, Pelita Corrales got
96.
96. Oh, 95 nung nakita ka, Tita
No,
Pilit.
95.
Doon sa Pelita Corrales, Carmen Soriano, Bertawa
Yes.
Marcelo, ano yung show, di ba? And
Yes,
then
yes.
you sign up and then you came here for your first local album. Learnings when you were starting. For those people, kasi kapatid, you really toiled. Naghirap ka. Wala kang auto-tune noon. Dito kasi,
Wala.
parang, okay, copy-paste, ganun na yung mga di ba? Pag-record. So, ano yung pwede yung ma-share na learning when you were starting? Hindi ganun
You know,
kadali.
the generation now, at least the past 5 years, or the years na nagkaroon na tayo ng social media and cell phones, and we become our own celebrity because of the technology.
Technology, yes.
Kami noon, lahatin na natin siguro, Songbird, Concert King, Concert Queen, lahat yan.
Naghirap.
Ogie, Gary, lahat kami may pinagdaan ng proseso na medyo mahirap than the process. I'm not saying the process now is easy, okay? Ito lang sa akin, ginapang binigyan ni Mama ng push kasi her name really helped push me in a sense, no? But making it in the US in 1890,
yes.
I thought that was a great God plan because what he thought, thought bubble ko lang. Siguro gusto niya muna, umalis ako dito kasi walang mangyayari. Hindi uso yung maitim, dark, kulot. So he shipped me out to the US. He let that happen. Yung Jaya, he even changed my name, means victory, right? Crazy. So I come back. I go and do that. Nag-stop after a while. I was almost homeless, actually, almost. I had a bunch of friends who helped me out, and that's how I met Andrew also. Pero yung pag-alis ko ng Amerika, I didn't realize that ito pala yung pinaka gift niya sa akin, Philippines. This is where things will flourish and multiply, and my life will never be the same. But this is also where I was going to have my relationship with Jesus.
Galing,
I didn't expect that. Then now he says, all right.
Yes. So,
okay na. So go back.
Yan nga pero eventually, di ba, the roots talaga, ang parang it's something na plinat talaga ng Diyos. Na parang
planted.
Hindi fleeting, di ba? Sa lahat ng dinaanan mo, you took root, no? So, ang sabi Tita Pelita, I got in touch with her. She said, just tell her not to forget her gift of singing. Send her my love. So, what is the thing you learned from Tita Pelitz? Na dala-dala mo.
Oh my goodness. Tita Pelita, Mamita is a very generous, yet humble and giving, yet I can't even use any other description words anymore. She's the best when it comes to loving people that are not even family to her. And what she has done for me changed the course of my life forever. Hopefully, one day, alam ko naman si Mamita is a traveler. I'll probably see her once again in the US.
Talaga, and we give her also the tribute or the value that she really has, or parang deserves here in the Philippines.
I learned, the one thing I learned about Miss Pelita is that music is just one part. It's just a gift that we utilize, right? Pero yung puso niya and the way that she had maintained the quality and yung kung sino siya, hindi nasira yon. Integrity is important, and that's what I got from her.
Ang galing. Yung trivia ni Danny Tan, Jaya, yung gown niya, yung gown niya na pinahiram, na ikaw din pala aligned doon. Ayaw mo yung gown na pinapasuot ng wardrobe master ng Metro Pop yata yon. And then, gown, paano ka nagkasya sa gown ni Tita Pelitz?
pinapayat niya ako nung time na yon eh. I was
Galing.
170 pounds. I went down to 150 and she has outfits. Actually, it was a long blazer. She has outfits na medyo pang-payat, pang-mid-size, pang-ganon. So, nakuha ko yun, sinukat ko, not knowing Edith Gallardo, who wrote the song Sometimes You Just Know, was gonna wear the same color and the same style blazer.
Ang
So,
galing.
nagterno kami, and lo and behold, it was the winning
It was
outfit.
Then you go back to the lyrics. Parang be careful talaga what you sing, no? Parang it guided us what you have now. Sometimes you just know. Parang you just have to like do the things you have to do. So yun talaga, it becomes
Yun
your
talaga.
life. Yun yung ano. So learning about anong mapapayo mo in joining, yung pag-join ng mga contest? Ano yung payo mo? Kasi natatakot yung mga bata ngayon at even the established ones who join competitions. That was a phase in your career too. So not only the Metro Pop, you also joined an international contest. Diba? You all cheered for you. Parang kapatid, ano yung attitude at ano yung nakuha mong learning doon? Anong pulot?
Okay, so nag-contest ako 2 beses lang and they were both major. Parang sinala ako sa apoy, di ba?
Yes.
Oh my God, Metro Pop was the biggest at the
Yes.
time. Of course, nag-reopen siya. And when we won that, nakahinga ng malalim. Other than that, the Asia Song Festival,
Yes.
boy, it was so rigorous kasi si Miss Pat Castillo was with me. Dodgy
Simon, yes.
Yeah, Simon and Danny Tan. So pati paglakad ko, pati lahat, they had to teach me because they knew I was very casual. And okay, learnings from those competitions. Lahat ng mga nakikita ko kasing competition now are yung talagang paulit-ulit lang, right?
That's true.
They're major, the Clash and Tawag ng Tanghalan. Those are big singing contests na mga programs. It's
this
just
one's creation, no? Creation talaga eh. Creation contest.
Yes. Just be careful. Alam mo ako, yung talon-talon, go to this one, natalo, go to this one, kahit naman medyo nanalo na to. Yung tawid-tawid na yun, alam kong ano yan eh, importante kasi talagang kailangan natin ng pangkabuhayan. But have a goal. Have a goal. Pray about it because at the end of the day, may mga singers katulad ko na hindi to pinangarap eh.
Totoo yun.
I didn't know that this was a plan. But there are those who sang and sang na pudpud na yung lalamunan, tumanda na, walang nangyari because that wasn't the plan for them.
Correct. But it's more listening to the plan.
Exactly. Kapatid, we have a creator who knows where we're supposed to be. Pag dinedma natin yan, kung ako hindi ko siya nakilala at hindi ko in-acknowledge na may grand plan for me, tapos na ako.
Correct.
Tapos na ako ng bonggang-bongga. So,
at yung parang you have to continuously prove yourself. Hindi na dapat, di ba?
Hindi
Him, talagang tama yung hulog dapat eh.
Dapat tama eh. Yung timing niya mas bongga eh. So, for those who are competing, please ask for a plan for you. Lalatag naman niya sa'yo yan eh. Hindi naman siya selfish. Tayo nga yung selfish eh. Kung ano-ano na lang gagawin natin without consulting him. Tayo may managers. Tayo may mga record labels. We have a God that has all that planned already before the manager came, before the record label came.
That's true.
So, before you became a banker, before you become a teacher, before all of those things, seek ye first his plans and his kingdom.
It's a lesson of humility also and listening to what he wants you to do.
Yes.
So you lift me up. Another song. So be careful what you sing. You know, it speaks to you. Di ba parang yun? And he really lifted you there. And from there, sabi mo, tama na muna yung contest. And you went to other arenas. Eto kapatid, hindi ko kinakaya. You also went into theater. And people should know it was a diversion, but it was a good diversion that you were able to do it. Another form of art earlier on in your career. Kapatid, kakaiba din yun. Kasi iba yung fulfillment ng theater. So,
iba.
Paano mo sinunggaban? Kapatid, it's not about money. Kasi theater doesn't pay compared to the mga rehearsals, but you're fortunate to be working with people who took care of you there also.
Yes, one person, Miss Ayen.
Ayen, yes.
Laurel.
Yes.
sabi sa iyo lahat ng kaibigan mo, lahat ng mga taong ibibigay sa iyo ng Diyos, may magandang gagawin. Yun ay yung galing sa kanya. So first Miss Pilita, then Miss Ayen. So that's why I did musical, because she had been inviting me already to do musicals just for her own pleasure. So alam mo yan, kapatid, no need to explain about what all of that is. Pero ginawa ko yung Rama at Sita. Because I was happy with the group.
Yes.
Chika lang siya.
My God, may mga grapes kayo. May mga grapes kayo sa backstage. Ang gana yun, may elepante sa UP Theater. Di ba parang gano'n? Oo.
We were well taken care of. I learned how to act. Mr. Leo Rial was the person that taught us how to act, and natutunan ko yung ganun dahil sa kanya. So that's what I was able to use during the telenovelas in GMA. And so natutunan ko yun. That was a really great time. Great time.
So yun, parang a lot of albums, Unleashed, ang dami. The Christmas album, ang dami ng a lot of albums. And yun nga, the platinum na yung platinum hindi pa bawas na platinum noon, 40,000 units sold. Tapos naka 360 units ka, 9 times platinum. Ibang yung Jaya, parang all these things. But now, of course, looking back, parang you really didn't work for awards. Hindi talaga yon, no? Parang it's really all we're talking about the learnings, no? And now, yun nga, parang nagpa-transfer ka rin sa ibang recording agency.
May I just mention, Viva Records sila unang nagbigay sa akin ng pagkakataon.
That's true.
All credits to Viva Records, Boss Vic, and the whole team. They did not just give me albums.
That's true.
But they wanted the best materials for me, and how fortunate was I.
Yes.
Grabe.
Yung mga favorites natin nang galing doon. Yeah. Viva, and parang at earlier on, it was good to really have your hits. Nagulat lang ako yung Dahil Tanging Ikaw Pala ni Venny Saturno was a Tony Da. Chiki Pineda song. Parang, hay, may ganun pala, but you owned it. Ganun din naman, kapatid, yung Bukas na Lang Kita Mamahalin ni Lani, di ba? Pwede yung storya yan sa concert was really by Jude Michael. And little know na, yun pala. So, ang ganda lang. So, you breathe in parang new sound to that. And then, Polymax Polygram Records released your A Love album na international that is. And now you went to GMA. And in GMA, there was Wingard. Okay, talk about Wingard. We love Wingard and we miss him. Let us learn from Wingard.
Tawag ni Mama sa kanya, Vanguard.
Okay.
Kasi Vanguard, gusto ko ng booking sa Amerika. Sabi mo kay Vanguard, i-book ako. Parang ang dali, di ba?
True, and makes things happen, no?
Yes. Wingard was after Miss Pilita. Actually, I moved with Joji Dingkong. But after Joji,
yes.
Just for about a year.
Yes.
I actually seek for Wingard because I asked Sushi Reyes, from the opera.
Yes.
Sushi.
Maraming
kailangan ko ng manager na matapang. Gusto ko yung mapagsasabihan ako na ano yung dapat at tama. Para tama yung pupuntahan ko. That was Wingard. From the way I put myself together. Not put makeup. Yung sabi niya.
At ang leveling side A, Maricel Soriana, Jaya. Yun talaga kailangan niyang sabihan ng mga bagay-bagay. At susunod itong matatapang na mga personalities na to, no? Ang galing.
Lord, yes. Wingard gave me a taste of what luxury and high-end performances were. I sang for Di Marpigay. I sang for Tatler Asia, or I think Philippines. I sang Asia, Hong Kong, Tatler Hong Kong. I went and did all these different tours with Side A in parts of Europe and I've never been to. Siya nagdala sa akin in Italy, London, kung saan. Wingard will love you to the end.
Yeah, that's
true. But you've got to follow him. You have to listen to him because he's telling you and giving you the truth about the industry na pag nagkamali ka ng konti, tapos ka na.
Galing, no?
Integrity din yung kanya. And class. He really wants class for his artists, from the haircuts to the gowns. He bought me gowns. Inusoto, hindi man ako maka-afford nun. Meron akong inusoto. So meron akong mga ganun na hindi ko natikman noon na parang, wow, si Vanguard naman, grabe, maka-spoil ng ano. Pero we were very close. He treated side A like kids, like mga anak. Ako, he treated like a friend.
Ang galing. Na that open, no? And when he passed on, ano yung impact sa'yo nun?
I was in a plane ride. Nasa US ako. I was basta flying from one city to another city. Nagbukas ako ng phone. Si Ogie nag-text, Mare, wala na si Wingard. Blah, 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 blah. And I was just like,
Ganyan ang Jaya. Ganyan ang Jaya. Hindi melodramatic. Hawak yung emotions, pero durog sa loob.
Nag-isip muna ako kasi nagkakalanding lang ng plane, so matagal lang labas. Matagal yung exit. I just thought about it. Ano na naman to? Ganun na yung inisip ko. Wala na naman. And then I cried for a little bit. And then I said a quick prayer na, Lord, bahala ka na kay Wingard. I know he's with you, but bahala ka na rin sa akin because now I have to find another Wingard. And so I realized it was gonna be a sad moment for the industry. And sure enough, lahat tayo nagluksa.
It was. And then, good you found naman a friend, parang a confidant in Maristel. Kakaiba naman yon, kapatid, kasi kapatid mo yon. Parang yun it's that she's family. And then, kapatid, you found a friend. Yun, si Maristel naman was a sister to you.
Yes. Nakilala ko si Maristel because of Kyla. Sa SOP kami.
Yes.
And Wingard was the one that said, naghahanap ka ng manager, di ba? So sino ng mga nakikita mo? Kasi ayoko nang mag-manage kasi nga for his health, no?
That's true.
Meron dun sa Vanguard sa SOP na si Maristel, manager ni Kyla.
Yes.
Okay naman pala. Babae siya o mami siya. At least maalagaan ka niya. Go ka na doon. So he gave it a blessing. So go. Make a long story short, Maristel managed me for 9 years. He became kumares kasi naging ninang ko ng anak niya. And my kids also, ninang siya. So when I moved, hindi pa. Nung namatay na si mama, pumanaw si mama noon, I said my goodbyes to Tel because I really didn't know what I was gonna do. Sobrang lito yung pag-iisip ko nung nawala si mama. And
mahal niya ka to majorly. Kapatid, I sought her message for you. Sabi niya, last Mother's Day, she sent me a message sa IG. I was so touched. I really want the best for her. I wish her well sa bagong chapter ng buhay niya. Thank you, kapatid, for the best for her. My love for Iya and Mama Beth will always be there. Ang sabi niya. So yun.
Let me just give you this information. Kasi nga, di ba, medyo nag-separate ways kami and, things happened and we didn't speak for years. Guess what? Kahapon, grabe yung messaging namin.
Oh my God!
Balik na kami sa dati. Lord!
Oh my God, that's good.
Yes, I prayed for that relationship. Kinikilabutan ako because sabi ko, hindi ako aalis ng Pilipinas na hindi kami bate. And yesterday...
Ang galing kasi I got this even before you talked yesterday. So talagang, it's God appointed. Ang galing.
Yes. So, like I said, sabi ko, naku, ano ba? Sana nung pa ako nakipagbati sa'yo kasi natatakot ako para naman nakapagkape tayo. Pero pati siya, hindi rin niya, sometimes human beings don't know how to approach life in a way na hindi natatamaan yung pride natin, di ba? Ganun tayo tao tayo. But when things happen in our life, pandemic happened, everything hit us at once. Now we know the value of friendship, life, sisterhood, brotherhood. And we're good. I love you, Maristel. I'm just speaking to her now. Alam mo yan, hindi nagsulian tayo ng kandila noon pero ngayon balik na ulit at nakasinding muli ang ating apoy para sa isa't isa. I love you. I will see you pag nagpunta ka ng LA, Heller.
Maganda yan. We know the people na dadalhin natin sa pagtanda kasi kukunti na lang yun. Parang hindi paramihan, diba? Hindi paramihan na ngayon. Now, look at your decision. It's not a validation of a crowd that you want, but just your family and your God. that first, no? So, kapatid Dol, let's venture into like learnings also. You went to acting. My God, I was going. So,
hindi kumain dura yung kape.
no. Because may sitcom, may, di ba, yung a lot of those assignments. What did you learn from that? So, coming from theater, kakaiba to kasi it was really acting na, kailangan mong tanggapin. It's also humbling because yun nga, you had to go Ellen DeGeneres ng Kaya ng Power sa sitcom with Joey Marquez and Rufa May Quinto, sa Diva na kaibigan ni Regine Velasquez, at marami pang iba. Parang kapatid, when you find, and maalaala mo kaya, yun talaga,
yes!
Karinig mo, alaala mo kaya si Iyay. And talagang parang, it's also parang a validation of, uy, icon siya ng mga bading. Parang ganun.
Hindi na nga mawawala yan ng trots. No?
Yun nga. So, ano yung learning dun sa acting stint? It's something you never realized you'd do, no?
Well, guess what? When life happens and financially you become strapped and things are changing, you do what you do. You surrender and you ask God what to do. What did He do? Sabi niya, oy, marunong ka naman umakting-acting dyan sa tabi-tabi. Gamitin mo kaya dyan para tingnan mo kung kumita ka. I mean, di ba? And it was the best. I loved it. I loved going to tapings. Regine was actually the one that, sabi niya, she requested for me to do that, and yung isa niya, meron siyang isa, yung last niyang soap bago kami nag-AS.
Yes.
Alam mo, ang acting, mahirap siyang gawin, pero I'm serious you have to be gifted with it. You have to be...
That's true.
I'm serious, memorization. You have to get along with the characters na totoo, yung mga totoong tao, and then yung pakikisama mo pa sa crew.
A lot of,
Maraming artista na ayaw ng crew, ng EP, ng TC. And I was like, what? Are you serious? Ganito pala sa acting. And ako kasi normal lang sa akin na chumika sa mga nagbubuhat ng kung sino-sino dyan.
Yes.
You know, that's the most important thing. When you're acting and you're doing it as a job, yung acting is secondary. It's really the friendship you gain in the middle of that process. Yung mga EP mo, yung respeto mo dun sa mga tao nagbibigay ng kape sa'yo kasi puyat ka, mas puyat sila. Mas pagod, wala silang aircon na tent. Wala silang pagkain na binibigay sa'yo. Walang nagsisilbi sa kanila. So for that, I thank GMA because my home for how long? 20 years. Yeah, it has to be 18 years, and then ABS was 5 years. But ABS then hindi rin nagpakabog, nagbigay ng MMK, and that was my ultimate dream.
Milestone.
Hindi mo yan alam, kapatid. Milestone.
At replay pa. My God, replay. And you were like flogging it like anything. So ang maganda, no, parang you lose yourself when you're acting, but you gain more. Kasi it's so selfless and exercise. Kasi nga, parang sa pagkawala mo ng sarili, you take another personality in and you take on the people na kasama mo. Parang it's a community effort that you learn.
Yes. And I remember my mom was, may sakit na nun eh. Pawala na siya. And you know, I had to do Marimar. And it was my I'm so sorry to say this. This is not a knock on GMA because they paid me well throughout my career. But this was my lowest paying gig. And I had to do it because nag-commit na si manager, si Maristel at the time. And this was the time we were severing our ties. This was a meeting that we were saying goodbye, and she said I had to do Marimar. And you know, sabi ko, God, when you put people on their knees, it is really one of those moments when you say, okay, Lord, sorry, I'm gonna kneel and I'll take what you have for me because I know after this, things will get better. And that's when ABS came, and ito na, nagawa ko na yung mga alam kong kailangan kong gawin with this network. And then, he's sending me off with, grabe, now I'm teary. Now the blessings that I knew
you deserve.
Grabe.
And you deserve. Yeah.
Dumaan ako sa lahat ng pinagdaanan ko in between these two networks. And
that's true.
How thankful, no? I am.
And it's full circle. You had your roots there. Most of your guests was really with ABS, kapatid. So,
exactly.
And you got to work with the icons like you, and parang it's that. It's introducing you to a wider audience, TFC. Thank you to Erickson and the Cornerstone family. And
of course, yes.
Ng feeling that they had a send-off for you na that you rightfully deserved kahit may pandemic. And now, well, the shutdown happened.
Yes.
So, yun naman, parang ang journey ni Jaya not without challenge, di ba? So, it's very Jaya but a survivor. So, how did you feel? It's 1 year after the franchise denial. Bukas yun. At yun yung time ng pag-alis mo ka naman. Parang it's opening another chapter. It's 1 year after ABS shut down.
Well, like I said, Cornerstone, sila Erickson, Jeff, Cynthia, Kares, my handler, and Mac, no? The core bosses of Cornerstone. Iba rin yung naging plano, iba rin yung naging direction ko because of how it maneuvered before the pandemic. So, Tawag ng Tanghalan became a home. It was a daily show. It is a daily show na makikita ako. I didn't know Tawag ng Tanghalan was going to last 5 years. Kasi ang usapan was, I think, 1 season lang siya. God's plan. So, nakapagpaalam ako nung last 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I saw that.
You know, I claimed, words have power. It's very, very important that we say the things that come from our heart because that shows who we are as people. And I said, I claim that ABS-CBN will remain. It will not close up. Kasi it can't. There's no reason for it to shut down. And when I come back, I ask that they take me back because I literally, intentionally, and Erickson knows this, did not want to leave ABS. Why? Why fix what's not broken?
That's true.
Bakit? Masaya naman ako. Malapit lang sa ABS. I know everyone, mga writers, mga kung sino-sino. What's the point? And for me, that was just a personal decision. I have nothing against those who decided to move because we all have to feed our family.
And it's a reason God put you there. Put you at a certain point in your life. Ganda lang ng valedictory message mo. And then your co-workers really loved you. Yung tipong ramdam mo yung pagmamahal nila sa'yo. And buti na lang naramdaman mo yan, kapatid. Kasi we want your cup full. We want your cup full. Kasi hindi mo naman pabayaang full lang yan. You share it to other people. So you're leaving with your heart full, no?
Leaving with my heart full, although it's a little broken because once again, I'm leaving the place where I got really blessed. But ang alam ko lang is the outpouring, I wasn't expecting it. I have messages from strangers. Long messages.
Galing.
Wala akong masyadong actually nakuhang nega. Artists from I don't want to mention any because there are too many of them and I don't want to offend some. The joy that they have felt now when I became a co-worker, a friend or whatever, hindi ko kasi nakikita yun eh. Normal lang ako na chichika eh. And the impact daw that I have, caused in their lives, parang that made me very humbled and talagang overwhelmed. Kasi kung what you see is what you get. So, I'm not a big star who...
Naman, ikaw talaga.
No. I don't demand. I don't have TV commercials. I'm not the typical icon. I'm accepting na the word icon. Okay, I'm accepting. I've had a hard time for years. Actually, since yesterday. So, ngayon, ina-accept ko na because you're talking to me. But I truly believe that what I'm leaving, the country, the home that I'm leaving, mahihirapan na rin silang kalimutan ako because the music that was given to me are just there for them to enjoy. Like the last song I did was Hanggang Dito Na Lang.
Oh my God, yes.
Ano ba naman?
Hanggang. Few lines kapatid, hanggang dito na lang.
Oh my gosh.
Just a refrain, mabilis lang.
This song is by Jonathan Manalo, who
Yes.
absolutely gave me again Rock Santos pala.
Santos, yes.
So I'll sing for you.
Inseparable naman.
Alam bang kanta gusto mo, kapatid?
Hanggang dito lang, of course, people are requesting for that. Pero well, just a few okay, go.
Okay. Hanggang dito na lang pilit ko mang ipaglaban ating pagmamahalan. Ito'y baliwala sapagkat ako'y iniwan. Hanggang dito na lang ikaw itong napaalam. Alam kong hanggang dito na lang.
Galing. Oh, scoop naman. You recorded something. I saw that before you left. So with Jonathan. So what is it about? I know you'll release it soon, but what is this for?
Wait,
Ito
nga eh.
It's there.
It's a song by Jonathan Manalo for his he's coming up with an album. Tapos,
okay.
Yung song na yon is a remake of an Eric Santos song. It's like a Christmas.
Pagbigyan muli? Ay, hindi. Okay.
Wait.
Mahirap yung pagbigyan muli.
Basta mamaya i-text ko na lang yung title.
So it's a Christmas song. It's a Christmas song.
Parang, a holiday song. So,
okay.
Ginawa na namin, and actually, matagal na kasi namin itong pinlano. Matagal na. Pinost ko lang.
Buti naman. Well, 2 more songs. Ito talaga, I Can Let Go Now. Kapatid, talaga, it's something that's so relevant now. No, it's there in the chat box, yung lyrics, prepare ko.
Sa chat box natin?
Sa chat box natin. Kapatid, it's so telling of your life. Yung Michael McDonald, it's not an original, but you chose it at alam ko talagang pinaglaban mo yung kantang yan.
Teka,
I Can Let Go Now.
Hanapin ko na lang sa I Can Let Go Now.
But you felt it. Pinaglaban mo yan sa Viva, no? Kasi gusto mo yung kantang yan.
Well, kapatid, may pinagdadaanan kasi ako dati.
Okay. Pero yan.
You know, I broke up with my first marriage, di ba? And my life was such a mess. And
okay, let's talk about it. I was there in the chapter. Guwapo. No, and what I was surprised with is that he's here pala.
Sino?
Si Andrew. Nandito pa. Wala sa Zoom. Nagstay pala siya sa Pilipinas.
Yes, he actually found, I don't know, a wife or a partner na, and they have a son together. But it wasn't about him. This was not
Yes, of course. No, learning na lang. But before you sing the song, learning from your previous marriage, I guess you see it in a different lens now, no? Parang,
yes.
Oo, parang mas okay nga, parang plano pa rin ng Diyos yun.
Yes. Well, it was a plan. It was my plan. And di ba sinasabi nila, God will turn the bad into good? Parang
That's true.
So the bad decision I made over that, turned into good. Kasi I met the man that I was supposed to be with, who was also going through something at the time. So
yes.
Perfect time. Have children now. But this one, bumalik dito, no? This isn't for that breakup. It was something happened to me in between those moments na parang mali yung relationship, mali. And ako kasi pag may ginawa akong mali, hindi ko na inuulit.
Minamarkahan mo. Kasi you learned something from that.
Yes, and I asked the God for forgiveness over all my past mistakes, and that's the reason why I wanted this song, because yun yung time na uso pa CD, di ba? Uso pa lang mga Spotify.
Yes.
But anyways, what part do you want me to sing, or all, or what? What do you want?
No. Just the last part of it. Pero yung hagip sa ending.
Okay, I'll do this and then.
Yeah.
Wait. Teka. Ano to? It's wrong for me to cling to you. Somehow I just needed time
from what was to be. It's not like me to hold somebody down, but I was tossed high by love. I almost never came down, only to land here where love's no longer found, where I'm no longer bound. I can let go now. So I had to let go of this person because it wasn't meant to be.
Okay. Well, but these lesson learned and our God, like guided you through. The next one, the last song I'll ever ask is something you never recorded but was significant. Nasa chat room, kapatid. Nasa
Hindi ko
chat
nakikita
natin.
Anong title?
When the Winter's Gone. Sin naman. It's something you never recorded. Pero yun, parang it spoke to you and it's speaking to you now. Di
Oh
ba?
my gosh, you have no idea. I sang with David Benoit.
Yes,
Land of the
yes,
Loving. Was it
yes.
MOA or Araneta? And I had to tell him, I am such a fan. I love the Winter's Gone. He didn't even know who sang it na. Parang hindi niya maalala yung mga past. Anyways, this song I should have recorded. Maybe I should. Maybe I should.
Yes. Oh my God.
Ano gusto mong gawin natin? Ano gusto mong gawin?
This will be your, parang at least wala kang recording nito. Ito we both love and it speaks to you now, to your audience even. At nakakaiyak. Ikaw
Wait,
go.
Should I go and find a -1 with lyrics so I can sing this for you?
Or
is that too long?
Pwede naman. Pwede puno. Kaya lang kapatid, naka-copyright yata pag may -1. Di ba?
Okay.
Oo
Okay,
eh. So yeah, na-go. Game. Para hindi mo...
Hindi ko nga alam saan ako pupulot eh.
Go. Just go.
Alright. Pardon me, sir. I don't know who you are, but I think I see something in your eyes, though I could be wrong. Winter is here, and all the roses lie deep beneath the snow. That's where lovers go to hide from pain and sorrow. Never for sure when your luck will turn, waiting out that snowy day. Hope for a cure that someday you learn why love keeps on going when there's no one there. I'll take it home.
Yes.
Never can tell when the dawn will break, when you find your shoulder to cry on. And after the spell, you will feel the ache, and you'll forget the corners you've believing in so long. You breathe and sigh and see it's time to move along just a little stronger when the winter's gone. At kumalog. Para sa akin ba itong kanta na to?
And now we have our friends. People who will like miss you. They're in here on Zoom saying their goodbyes also, kapatid. And they really just have to be here because kahit saan ka mapadpad, ito yung pamilya mo. So we have Sushi, Manolo, and Sebedi. Na ayan, well, talagang hindi dapat mawala. Kasi hanggang sa dulo, sabi ko hanggang sa finals, yan yung mga kasama mo. So,
good morning.
So,
good morning.
We'll let them speak and then you just react. So Sushi, Manolo, Seb, you just have to be here. Magandang salamat. Magandang hapon at maraming salamat. Papaalis ang kapatid natin. But tell us the Jaya you know na hindi alam ng mga tao. And that specific moment when you felt, eto, kapatid ko to hanggang sa dulo.
Teka lang.
Yes.
Kasama ko sila kagabi eh.
Nabago pa rin kagabi. Parang talaga ito yung card group mo. Sushi Cow, ano yung parang moment na nasabi mong kasama ko yan hanggang sa dulo?
Ano yan eh. Sabi mo kasi tinatanong mo ano yung something that people don't know about EI.
Yes.
May tawag kami sa kanya, VV. Para siyang bargas, kumbaga. Alam mo,
Totoo
ano yan eh. Oo,
Mamili ka Bernie Vargas or Vic Vargas.
She's very honest. She speaks her mind.
True.
And alam mo, it's up to you if you wanna... if you want to be hurt by it, but she really means well. She's very honest, no? And if you take it with a grain of salt and you just listen, you'll know that genuine yung concern. Alam mo, wala akong maalala na nag-away tayo, Mare. Now we didn't talk.
Excuse me, ha?
For any
domestic problems, sandali.
Period of time.
Go.
So, I think we've always accepted each other. Yun ang maganda kay Iya eh. She just accepts you for what you are. She'll tell you what she wants or what she thinks, pero walang judgment. Ganun din ako sa kanya. Walang judgment. So you just embrace each other. And kahit mali yung decision mo, kahit palpak yung ginawa mo, tanggap ka niya. And you know she's there for you. Yun ang ano.
Ano mamimiss mo kay Iyay?
Yung super tight hug niya.
Kahit
nung pandemic, the first time we saw each other after the long quarantine, wala. Hug. Diba? You know, we're safe. Yung Jesus will take care of us. Halika dito. Walang hug lang.
Galing.
Sarap niya mag-hug. Siya lang yung ganun mag-hug sa akin.
Tagos
I miss that the most.
Okay, mag-anak ko. Tapos
ang
domestic issue.
Bakit pag sa akin ka nag-hug, may malis?
My God! The Jaya people don't know, Manolo. Na kayo yung witness.
Ano ba? Wala. She's a
Naway na ako!
Ano ba siya? Brutal ka rin kasi magsalita, Manolo, di ba? Diretso din.
Uy, di naman.
Yun na lang. Or, go.
I think what people don't know about her is she's a terrific homemaker.
Yeah, that's true.
Walang household help. She'll maintain the house. She'll clean up everything. Parang may kasambahay din, pero actually wala.
Pero ibang klase rin yung pinagdaanan ng kapatid natin. Yan lahat. Yes. Magkano kaya yan pag hinire natin, no? My God.
Dollars.
Ayoko na.
Dollars. Pero what will you miss kay EI, Manolo?
A lot, actually. Kasi, di ba, marami namang pinagsamahan na. So, well, I'm just thankful that God gave us a lot of memories.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Looking forward to making new ones, dear.
Yeah, go sa States, go sa booster shots. Doon sa States.
Yeah.
Parmasyal nila. That's true. Zeb, ikaw, things you remember and things you will always miss Jaya for.
Yung sinasabing hindi alam ng tao, actually very transparent si Jaya, si EI. Nakikita sa TV, pag nagre-react siya bilang horado, ganyan lahat ng reaction niya, totoo. And she will say it like it is. Yun na nga kung, kagaya nga sabi ni Sushi, bahala ka kung ma-hurt ka o hindi, but she means well. Yeah, ganun.
That's mga taong to, they're about the most honest people that you can encounter in this industry. Yun, parang tinanong mo yung opinion nila, sasabihin talaga nila yung nararamdaman nila. Now, let's go through the emotions. Sila sasagot, i-validate mo EI, ha? Susie, when did you see Jaya the happiest? Ano yung happiest moment na nakita mo si Jaya?
Lagi naman happy.
Oo, lagi naman siyang happy.
Pero
But,
kailan siya pinaka? Yung tipong...
you know, may small group kasi kami nila.
Yes.
And there were many times there when she's just filled with the Spirit and the presence of the Lord is there. Iba yung when she talks about God and what He does in her life, in their life as a family. Yon, iba yung shine ng mata niya, iba yung, iba. Talagang, sinasaniban ka talaga. Oo, ganon. Iba yung level of joy. Yon. Makikita mo talaga.
Ano yun? Manolang ka.
I didn't know
The same. Kasi sumasalin po sa ako sa small group.
Ang galing. Ito. Ibang emotions.
And also when she's on stage.
That's true.
May sanib din siya.
May sanib din yung pagbalik sa folk arts theater. Di ba hinalikan din niya yung lupa katulad ng nanay niya. Yung mga full circle na mga memories. But Manolo, when was yung saddest naman na moment na kasama mo si Iya, yung nakita mo siya?
Ay, hindi pwede sabihin.
Ay!
Bakit? Ano na nga?
Ano yun? Yung pinakamalungkot siya.
Actually,
ikaw
muna, hindi ko maalala. Senior moment.
Kasi yung time, yun yung time yung masusukat mo rin na at least you were there at that sad moment. Ako yung namatay si Mama Beth, ako yung yakap niya talaga dun sa, my God, that was a time, Iyay, naramdaman mo yung tipong, she was trying to contain everything kasi siya yung punong abala pa rin ng lahat kahit may kaguluhan. Pero talagang she held on. Ako talaga yung ibang klaseng Iyay yung nakita ko doon. Yung tipong malungkot siya pero she was in control at pinagpaubayan na siya sa Diyos kung ano yung mangyayari. Yun yung ano. Manolo, okay. Yeah, go.
Para kasi she was more there for me during my
ang galing.
moments.
Ang galing.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't enough though, but I tried.
Ang galing naman nun. So during your workout?
Si Manolo may sala, kaya ako nag-fitness nung first time.
Okay naman yun.
Sabi niya, mag-enroll ka na, kailangan natin mag-gym. O syempre, wala naman akong jowa. O lakad from
Panalo yun. Panalo na mag-enroll.
Ako naman, bagong break up, kaya nasa market.
O Seb, ikaw naman, ibang emotion. Saan mo nakita yung pinaka-senting Jaya?
Senti?
Sentimental?
Sentimental yung pag transparent siya pag magkakasama kami tapos may mga pinag-uusapan kami, may problema siya, kunyari siya yung turn niya magsabi, yun, with matching red wine yan. Yun, senti, wala pantay-pantay yun lang ang nakita ko sa kanya. Pero yung hindi ko makakalimutan kay Jaya, yung bago pa lang kami magkakilala at bumili ako ng kotse dahil takot pa ako mag-drive. Sabi niya, ako na magdadrive. Doon yun sa may CCP, naalala ko kasi
Correct!
May traffic, mahuhuli na kami. Nandun yung Jesus Miracle Crusade yata. Halika na, ako na mag-drive. Hindi ako marunong mag-reverse. But in short, gusto ko lang sabihin na si Jaya talaga very strong woman yan. Although lahat naman kami malalakas yung personality. Pero nakikita mo yung strength niya doon na, halika na, gawin natin yan.
That's true.
I will never forget that. Di ba?
At yung pagda-drive niya, drive sa parang US, di ba? Yung
barumbado na nga ako mag-drive. Good luck pagdating doon.
Okay, huwag ka papahuli.
Ipagda-drive ka na doon, dapat yung totally in charge, di ba? Magpa-in charge ka na rin. O Seb,
Teka lang, hindi ako
go.
pinag-uusapan, so sila naman tanongin natin.
Ganon.
Gano'n nyo siya mamimiss? No? Kailan nyo siya makikita ulit? Kayo, parang your commitment, sa tingin nyo?
Ako muna sasagot.
Yeah, go.
Namang mga kapatid na to, they're travelers. They can go to the States,
Oh.
Ang lang is, na iba lang yung ano namin, dynamics now kasi wala na ako dito. Magkita tayo sa Chili's, magkita tayo sa ganon, sa ganyan. Hindi na siya madali.
Yes.
Mga instant biglaan.
Yes, na natutuloy, di ba? So, Zeb, as we wrap up, okay, I ask you to prepare a farewell song for EI.
Wow! Aga-aga, farewell.
Just a part of the song na pwede kang maalala for that, for what you wanna tell her.
Ano yun? Hirap eh.
Miss yung boss.
Ang hirap naman yan.
Yun na nga yung strength niya na she will just go for it. Although, syempre, after discussion and everything, she will decide and she's gonna say like, hindi siya natatakot gawin or puntahan yung kailangan gawin niya. Puntahan niya yung, or it might be you're afraid to go. Na-flat pa ako. Afraid to go. But you got to follow your road. Oh, you never know. Never know. You follow your road. Wala ka ng choice at this time.
Follow your road.
Yeah.
Dati follow, pero ngayon talaga, na-imbibe ni Iya yung follow. Yan talaga siya. Follow talaga.
Nandun sa song yung We Are All the Travelers, binanggit mo, Noel.
Ito yung tanong, 7D, 1L, 1L, double L. Oh, di ba?
I-google na lang natin.
Manolo, ikaw, go. What's your song for Iya?
Ako si Manolo, mahirap ka-duet. Tuwing meron akong show or something, Manolo, duet tayo, ayaw. Si Zeb ang ka-duet ko.
Okay.
Mas cheap ako.
O yan, parang final song for EI as we wrap.
Wala akong maisip eh.
Dance.
Ano ba yung song na dapat dinuduet natin na
ano daw dapat yung...
Sige.
Okay.
The wind that blows the gun. The wind that blows my love. Hope it will find its way to you. Wherever you are.
Ako, ewan sa inyo. Aga-aga.
Ang jowa eh, no? Ang jowa.
Galing. Oo naman. And that's rare. That's rare for Manolo to sing solo.
Kung sabay nakita kang kalapati, ako yun.
Galing. Ito yung talagang confident best friend. At talagang yun, kumare, lahat-lahat ng kapatid. Ikaw, ano yung, that? Ay.
Ako?
Marami rin pinagdaanan kung sila, no? Pero,
alam mo na.
at least black na yung hair. Di ba?
Lahat ng kulay pinagdaanan, di ba? Oo. Ako, just as sure as seasons are made for change, our lifetimes are made for years. We'll be together. Promise ko yan. I will be here.
Ayan na, totoo naman yun. Totoo naman.
Iyak na yan.
Totoo naman yun.
Kanina pa siya umiiyak.
EI. Last.
Thank you, Mare. I'm here for
yung mga sana mo. Galing. Yung mga sana mong last, sana for yourself, EI.
Sana? Sana meron pa kaming time, no? Kasi time is fleeting eh.
That's true.
I suppose naging maliit na lang kasi yung group of friends ko, no? And the singing and the performances are not going to be like how it used to be, but the friendship, I wanted to grow deeper and really kahit papaano ma-maintain namin yung friendship because we've been through a lot.
That's true.
They know me in and out. So, talagang bukod sa burger na yan.
Na malapit ka nang pumunta.
Yeah, we know each other very well enough na not to make this friendship go away and just fade away. No, I promise that I will continue to, check up on you guys. Dapat meron tayong Zoom night kahit once a month. You know, just to check upon each other kasi talagang iba na yung panahon and we have ilang taon na lang meron tayo. So let's keep it up. Let's stay in love with one another. Let's continue to, you know, to just be friends and brothers and sisters. Kasi yun naman tayo, di na tayo magkakaibigan, magkakapatid na tayo.
Galing. Last hope for the country, kapatid. You're leaving the country at a very challenging point.
Wow. You know, we have to pray for our country. We have to pray for our leaders. We have to pray for the citizens because this is a pivotal moment for our country. If we want our children's generation and the generations to come, kailangan isipin natin ng mabuti bago natin isulat yung pangalan na iboboto natin. Kasi it's not about the personality anymore. It's about what can that person do for us. What's the heart of that person? What's the integrity and what is the main goal for the country? Baka mapag-iwanan tayo at kawawa naman tayo. So ako, I don't care who wins. We just have to make sure that the leader has to be the one that we are praying for. Kahit sino man ang nakaupo dyan, ipagdasal pa rin natin yung tao na yun. Dahil yan ang importante. Leaders are placed by God. Di ba siya naman ang naglalagay ng kings and leaders and rulers?
Yeah.
So, may dahilan din naman kung bakit umuupo ang isang tao sa posisyon. So, let's also anong tawag nito? Let's fight for what's right for us. Yeah, let's speak. Let's say it. Speak and let people know what we want. Kasi ang hirap na hindi tayo magsasalita, mawawala tayo ng freedom and that's really scary. So, fight for our freedom. Always.
Parang yung lahat, di ba? Parang yun, very vocal. Pero ang word for the day natin at panalo si EI sa Scrabble, pivotal, di ba?
Pivotal, tama.
Spell!
Pero ending EI. Okay lang. Ending, yun, message to your supporters, the Filipinos who love you. Parang yun, ito na yung huling mensahe. Para sa amin lahat.
For you, kapatid, thank you for this opportunity because I know you've had the show for a while pero ngayon lang tayo nagtugma. Hindi ko din alam kung bakit. But like I said, it's always walang coincidence.
Yes.
Yeah. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng taon na somehow your words always lifted me up. You never said anything wrong or bad about me. And from the very beginning, Sharon Cuneta, and to the end, meantime lang, tayo pa rin ang nagsama. So thank you for everything that you have written about me, said about me, and done for me. I'll never forget you and I will see you again very soon. And to my dear Sushi, Manolo, and Zeb, more years to come for us. And just be safe. Take care of yourselves. Nakakainis.
See you soon.
We love you, EI. And no goodbyes.
No
goodbyes.
You.
See you soon now.
See you soon. Thank you, kapatid. We love you.
Supporters.
Go.
Basta sa inyo lahat, maraming salamat sa mga nag-message sa social media, personal text, to my idols, people I've worked with that are personally messaging me for whatever reason. No? Lahat ng magagandang salita, ibinuhos ninyo. My heart is full. Thank you. I love you guys. Music is there. YouTube. Lahat yan ay inaalay ko para sa inyo. Continue to listen to OPM. We have to let OPM live. Yan ang puso ng Pilipino at yan tayo mamamayagpag pagkatapos ng pandemya. OPM lives and I love you guys. Thank you for today.
We know your heart and it's such a damn good heart. So we'll just be there for you, kapatid. Maraming salamat. Sushi, Manolo, Zebedee, I know sabi ko nga hanggang sa grand finals, EI, yung magkakasama. Yun naman yun. So, yun na yung buhay. Maraming salamat at saka mag-pack ka na ulit.
Tapos na! Pupuntahan lang akong wedding anniversary.
Ayun.
Diba?
Yeah.
Maraming salamat mga kapatid. Ayun, ang next natin sa States na. Bisitahin. Kasi mukhang yun na yung pinaplano ng ibang mga tao, migration plan. No, but we'll continue level up. Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Noel.
Thank you, Noel.
Salamat, Mars.
Salamat.
All caps, mga Atenista! It's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM.
Di kailanman mapipigilan pagbuhos ng ulan. Ang buhay sadyang ganyan.
At kaya ng papago-bagong pag-ihip ng hangin. Lahat ay lilipas at magsasalita.
Huwag kang mabahala, huwag mataranta. Hindi kailangan ang mag-alilangan pa.
Isipin mo laging nandito lamang ang aking balikat, sa'yo'y nakaabang.
Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sang tawag mo
Tuwing nagdidilim ang langit, di ba't nagpapakita ang buwan? Hanggang mag-umaga na naman.
Tara't hintayin na natin magsikat ang iyong araw hanggang sa magliwanag muli ang lahat. Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sang tawag mo asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sang tawag mo sang tawag mo
News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan, down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Jescom Music Ministry, your daily dose of inspiration. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang Social-Political Apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan,